console Q&A, ayy. We at the 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 console Q&A, ayy. This the console Q&A, ayy. Look. Submit your songs, submit your songs. Good or bad, right or wrong. Played a new song for my friends, but I don't know what they'll say. So I think before I'll send, hit up console Q&A, ay, ay. Sax for me one time. Oh, 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 yeah. Console Q&A, ayy. We at the 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 console Q&A, ayy. This the console Q&A, ayy. Look. Submit your songs, submit your songs. Good or bad, right or wrong. Played a new song for my friends, but I don't know what they'll say. So I think before I'll send, hit up console Q&A, ay, ay. Console Q&A, console Q&A, we at the console Q&A, we at the console Q&A, we at the console Q&A. Give me sax for me one time.
on my whole ass. Got my last one mad, pop a nigga like the damn tag. Shopping on me ass, I just bought a new old jazz. Yeah, it's so fast, smoking flockers, you a jackass. All I smoke is gas, don't you ask me where the pole at. Where your clothes at? I ain't talking about my niggas, damn. But y'all tripping too, is it true? Damn, my nigga, what the hell got into you? Project baby, y'all was skipping in the hallway, I was skipping school. On my P's and Q's, on them chiggers, call me Jigaboo. Eating concrete, bet you niggas won't come across the street. Pardon me, I don't talk to you, so don't you talk to me. I ain't dissing on nobody, I'm vibing on the beat. Honestly, I'm just trying to be, I just gotta be trying to get over on anything they telling lies to me. I spent 5 on my pinky ring, she love my diamond ring. Ain't no way I'm married to the game, she said her vows to me. I ain't getting on my knees, babe, you bow down to me. You go down for me, you lay down and do the time for me. Sorry boo, yeah I lie to you, but don't you lie to me. This little Kodak, the finesse kid, boy who hides me. Told the doctor I'm a healthy kid, I smoke broccoli, I will run around your whole court like Monopoly. Oh boy, use a pro boy, like a scotch and beat, chocolate. Call me Reese's, can't catch me without the piece. Say like me, I'm 10 toes down, you falling off your feet. I will trick your ass for a treat, call it Halloween. Yeah, that money is what I play for, call it lottery. Goddamn, use a clown to me, use a clown to me. You can't smoke no black or mile with me, get in a car with me. You a funny guy, don't you even joke around with me. How could it be different round at you? You brown deep from me, I'm a free man junkie. You a junkie, you getting spin, I'm getting junkie. Getting money, want some food, boy you hungry, I want some honey.
Get him black, 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 fuck him up, get him right, tighten up, get right, get him.
Got me singing like Alicia. Got me using all your lingo. Tell your girlfriend that you single. Call me over cause of gold heart. Sweet little bit for like a porn star. Next day act just like you broke down. Bitches asking how you know her. Making super baby loca. Too loud guy, tell a boca. At this word you supernova. Fuck that, I ain't coming over. Can I stop by to see you? T-shirt, loud and clear, no need for reaper. Tell the Uber driver reaper. Flip that bitch and make it your turn. Sex say crazy, need the bloopers. Last so long, they are troopers. Sniper game, Bradley Cooper. Hi, I'm Felix, nice to meet ya. Know you fucking with a demon. Do about anything to please ya. Come inside me, I'm a keeper. Want me to make you a senior. Never been that hard to reach ya. When we done, you say I need ya. I done made you a believer. Stop by to see you tonight. Can I stop by to see you? Shawty, you know you can always stop by. You stop by, you know you're not vibing. I fucked with you in one girl. You might not wanna see the sun dirty. Access easy in a sundress. Access leaking on my tongue. Yeah, she back in the song to say from Mike Jack. I made you come and you came right back. Calling me for the late night. I got you leaking like a brake pipe. Swimming in your sleep just like a diver. And it just creeping like a great white. I might fuck you in your own car. Drive my face just like a porn star. That's all just call the pro shot. I just want one thing now. Can I stop to see you tonight? Can I stop by to see you?
want to enjoy the luxury of like not knowing each other for real. Hold up. Lord, it's flower bound, fireflies. When I'm low, take me high. Teach you all the sounds of love. Flower bomb, let me guess your favorite fragrance. You got that bomb. I'm trying that in nature. No disrespecting, baby. Just try and make me smile. Try to keep my spirits up. That's why I lays it down. Try to keep your spirits up. Lil vodka, whatever. Took you forever to get dressed. I acknowledge your effort. So I clap for her. She deserves an applause. Shawty working so hard. She deserves that baton. Shawty, wear your baton. Racing through my mind like she heard that. I got that work. I heard that she been on strike. Care to tell? I read your mind. She been on them dollars first. Caramel, macchiatos with Shawty get in the work. I can be your boyfriend, be your nigga, or a friend with perks. I'm just trying to work that. They just trying to work your nerves. I'm just trying to read your mind. I'm just trying to feed you mine. I'm just trying to keep you light. They just trying to leave you blind. Fantasy, I feel it when you dance with me. It's feeling like you need to be my lady, my baby. Can't you see? I'm talking about eternity. Tell me, would you care to be my lady, my baby? Flower bomb, can I blow up on your mind? This is not no Sandra Bull, but your potion number 9. Navigating through her eyes, destination through her thighs. And I hate to tell you too much, cause I stay with too much pride. And we way too young to know love. Maybe not, but we don't need no rush. Don't believe in love at first sight, but believe in love at first. Can I be with you just one night? I can wear you out inside. I can tell you like persistence, but I make you come in tries. I just think we need one night. Can't decide if I can't right. Easy, baby, my thing tight, but that lotus flower just ain't right. I ain't thinking I ain't right. Can't decide, but I can't fight. Easy, baby, you the bomb and all, but I'd be damned if I did not land mine. Or at least try. Can I speak up? Was it peace out? Can we eat lunch? Can we take shots with your flavor? Flat drinks with all A-cups. I just think I need one night. Slightly more if it's done right. With that gorgeous face that don't know your name, it ain't important, baby, cause I'm all mine. Wow. I feel it when you dance with me. It's feeling like you need to be my lady, my baby. Yeah. Can't you see? I'm talking about eternity. Tell me, would you care to be my lady, my baby? Don't know me, don't know me. I keep so don't know me, don't know me. Let me teach you all the sounds of love.
Hey guys, I feel like things are a little too quiet today. What you feeling like?
Oh god, fucking channel is so loud. Why is this channel always so loud?
I think it might just be the speakers. You're close to 2.
I think your 1 is always quiet.
No, it's the tone of my voice.
Yeah, or something.
Who do we have in the chat room, man? What's going on with everybody? Make sure you throw a wave in the chat.
I saw Nick is driving right now, so if we make him laugh really hard, we can make him crash the car.
Okay. Yeah, so throw some waves. Do we have any submissions?
I think we got like 3.
Yeah? It's going to be one of those days?
It's going to be one of those days.
That's always great.
More shit talking for us.
Do these guys want to see us? Do I usually have the laptop here?
Yes, you do.
I think the camera's usually up a little bit.
The camera.
Yeah. But it's fine.
The camera.
It's because everybody's usually taller. and they're sitting in a tall chair in the back. So then,
I think I zoomed it out. I have it wider.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way I could get the nice end tables.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have all the submissions up? Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, It is this.
It's opera?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Chugging.
Opera, why you being so bad?
Yeah, I think it's this XL.
Our Excel is highly optimized. Oh, Eclipse submitted.
Yeah, so, I mean, would you want us to start with you today?
Nah,
No.
Nah. You can drop me down a little bit.
All right, Eclipse is here, though. Yeah, this is chugging.
Wait, what's my name?
Let me, is Eclipse.
The internet is...
Yo, did I graduate?
No, not yet. You know, you
Thought
get
I was
your,
known in these stream streets as Eclipse.
you get your authentic name from time to time. It's funny when people comment talking about that's how you say it.
Nah, man,
I'm so used to being Ecolops.
You fucked a lot of people up.
I know.
Like I had DMs. I had to actually yo, no, that's not how you.
Not
Should
how
have
it's
made a
pronounced.
post like this is not how you say my name.
Yeah.
This is
How would you even spell that? ECALIPS.
like E but Cyclops.
ECCO LOPIS.
My God.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to deal with this chugging today. Let's see what Chrome is doing. Chrome probably explode. Yeah, Chrome's exploding too.
I feel like it's running smoother than opera. I don't know.
So your preference is opera over Chrome?
When it comes to the stream, because typically it is not this chuggy.
Chuckalope.
What if it's SoundCloud? This is
The
chugging.
artist known as Ecolops.
This is chugging
Echo
along.
Lops.
Let's see. Yeah, that's chuggy.
ECHO space LOPS.
That's going crazy.
I love all the spellings of it.
Oh my God.
Okay. I don't know, man. Let's put us on the screen. All right.
Good luck, everyone.
We're at the house. What's going on? Shouts out to everybody
I
who
feel
is
like the
joining us.
latency's
Until I open up. Yeah, now it feels fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than it was before.
Yeah, until I open up.
It's something else.
Yeah, something else. Let's turn down this lady singing in the background. All right, so what's going on? Welcome to the stream. If you are joining us for the very first time, which I highly doubt, this is the Consult Q&A show. We have a special guest in the building who is a pretty normal guest, I guess. Should we say that?
He's
like
lost the status of special.
Yeah, I'm pretty
yeah,
average. I'm just your average Joe.
We have a guest.
yeah, we have a guest. He's no longer special. You guys seen him
was,
too many times.
I was a straggler on the streets.
What-
What just brought me in today.
What would they call it? They would call it like when when Bill Burr goes on that one guy's talk show all the time. Mm-hmm. Isn't it called just like a routine guest?
A reoccurring guest?
Reoccurring guest.
Reoccurring
Those are
guest.
words.
Yeah.
Because we have a reoccurring character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, reoccurring guest. Me and him are matching today. We did plan this
Yeah.
because we are bonding.
Sent them a text like 6 in the morning and said, you know the deal.
Red
It's
is
the red
the
on
color
my-
of the day.
It's giving red today.
So he had to get jumped in.
It's giving bloods.
He had to
Today is
get
giving bloods.
he had to get jumped in, and today was his inauguration day.
Yeah.
It's also the opposite of what the stock market did today.
Oh my
I'm the
God.
color of the
That shit
stock
was
market
all
today.
over the news,
Yeah.
man.
Oh man.
Blue, Alex?
It's a dark green.
Dark green. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the color of the stock market. Did anybody win today in the market?
Everybody who listened to Trump
No.
blatantly announced that he was going to do that.
An hour before markets
like
open.
an hour before the markets open, he said it's a good time to buy stocks,
I
and
earned
then
about-
he did that.
I think he said this crypto stock though, like the DJT.
no,
Crypto- he just said
he's
stocks.
straight up good day to buy stocks.
Jesus Christ, market manipulation.
Yep.
All right.
I wonder what
How'd you
what
do?
crypto do.
How'd I do?
Mm-hmm.
I think I incurred like 10 extra cents in my savings.
Nice.
On my high yield savings.
Nice.
Yeah.
So over the past 2 weeks, I lost about $3,000.
Oh,
Today I made
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I made about $1,000 today, but I lost $3,000 in the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks. So
I checked
sounds
my
about
Cash
right.
App just to go to Bitcoin because I don't have any, but I just wanted to see because everyone was talking about everything dropping. I went to the Cash App or the Bitcoin section of Cash App, and that shit is just down. Like,
Yeah, it is.
And I looked at like the day filter, the week filter, the month filter, and you could just see like this big hill and like slope. Just
I
everybody's money
apologize.
just.
I apologize to everyone. I bought stock the day before the market started crashing.
You did. So I bought some Amazon and stuff before because I was like, man, might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well. Amazon is at like 130 a share.
And did one of these.
Yeah. So I made a.
What's
on
up,
that
Nick
one
J?
that one share did well.
Yeah,
my Amazon average is still low, so that one share
Everybody's
did
average
great.
is low.
Yeah.
What's up, Justin? What's up,
I think my-
Nick J?
My Microsoft average is like still $90-something.
That's that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I no, there was a company that was like NASA subcontracted a bunch of lunar missions to other companies, and one of them is LUNR Lunar.
Yeah, I remember when that came.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
they launched to the moon, and then they landed on the moon sideways. So nobody talked about it.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then-
sorry.
And then everybody in the
It worked though for like a couple hours.
It took like one picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
They have two more contracted missions to get it right.
They landed on the moon though.
They did.
They didn't crash.
They didn't crash. They landed sideways. They landed one of these.
Twitch chat isn't working. Switch back to YouTube. Is that for reals?
Let me see.
I see the crow over there. It could be because we're chugging along over here.
Chuggy.
I almost want to close this out there. Let's close this out and restart Opera. Opera is tripping.
All right, music go bye-bye.
Boom. Let's see. Did we get everything? Oh, it's Opera.
Yeah,
man.
that's better.
Opera's going absolutely insane. All right, let's try this now that we're streaming. Let's see if it doesn't high priority it. Nope.
Chug.
All right.
Did you try deleting your cookies?
Did you clean the gunk out of the mouse?
I don't know. I think I was playing a game that has a memory leak, so everything is just tragic right now.
Yeah, Chrome eats up like a lot, and
Yeah.
I need a lot of memory on my computer. It's tragic. I like Firefox. It's very like simplified.
It's very hit or miss.
Let's just keep that closed and just look at ourselves, shall we? Until I have to bring up somebody's song, and then we're gonna be like, "Oh my god," which is your song, by the way, Eclipse. Hold up. Can I? There we go.
I was putting this down to reach for the same button.
Welcome to the stream, man.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
When you guys talk about stocks, I feel like a peasant because I still keep my money under the mattress.
It's
Like,
okay. I started doing that too recently.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
still keep my shit in the mattress, man.
I
in the
legitimately
times we live in.
I sold Palantir when they popped, and I didn't buy in, and then I bought Lunar, and I didn't spend all of it, so I still got a little bit technically in the mattress, which is just in my account, not spent. That's
Yeah.
it.
I keep my
The
cash
rest-
in the shoebox like Method Man on the Cribs episode.
It's too real. It's too real.
I don't keep any money in my house. You will get killed if you come over here looking for money. I do not keep any money in my
I
mattress.
keep it under the floorboards. Stop saying every
Eclipse
place that I
does
put the
not
money.
keep money in his mattress
Oh,
either.
Absolutely not.
He has no money in his house.
I actually have foam.
He doesn't
so
even
I
have a
can't-
house, actually.
Yeah.
I don't.
Why the hell would y'all get on stream and be like, yeah, I keep like 20 grand in my mattress.
That's so crazy. Like, who would actually believe that? Like, I have a foam mattress. I can't even really feel
I would. Have you heard YG's song?
Nah, what do you say? I don't believe in bank accounts like the Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yo, in fact, I know that. I know that exact part.
Don't be scared. We in now. Like, come on, man.
Justin says Echo Lips. There you go.
There it is.
It's just the
Pause.
evolution.
Hey yo.
Oh,
Hey yo. No
Amp's in the chat.
pause.
Amp says he doesn't keep any cash in his mattress either. He would never
He
admit
would
that
never.
on live stream to a bunch of
No,
strangers.
you know what it is? You know what it is? I keep everything in a savings. And I hear a lot of people talk about just stocks and growing your money and this, that. But when things like this happened in the news and they're talking about tariffs and everything like decreasing, it's in these moments where I'm like, that's.
These are the buy moments.
That's why. Yeah,
These
not
are when you.
technically.
Honestly, if this was your first time getting in the market, this Well, it was
today,
the time
this morning.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I invested in all the shit coins. I invested in Dogecoin. I put like 50 in there. I think when GameStop was doing a thing, that's, AMC. Like,
I
that
think
was
AMC
my
is
era.
gonna be my next
and I
buy.
lost like $100. And so, never again.
I think you hit me up when you did that, and I said, don't buy that shit.
But they were going to the moon. That's just what everybody was saying. It was
It's
to
okay.
the moon.
I'm so used to
Literally-
not being listened to. Can I get another drink, sir? So we have Eclipse is here. He's our guest today. He is our special guest bartender and our routine guest, regular musician person.
I bought a company that was literally going to the moon, and they literally did not go to the moon.
They landed.
They landed, and then sideways, and the money went.
Yeah, everybody judge Eclipse how he pours this drink back there,
Do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think they see half the cup full with it, but it's a liqueur, so it's okay.
It's like 40% water.
Oh man, did you guys in the chat room get your submissions in? Twitch chat is working. Okay, let's try opera. Nope, chugging along.
Man, that sucks.
What's going? Oh, I think it might because it hasn't done this.
Are we gonna have to turn off each tab to see what the problem tab is?
You should try
I also
Internet.
didn't hook up the other internet.
You should try Internet Explorer.
And it's 9:00 now.
You should try Microsoft Edge.
But Microsoft Internet,
that's-
IE.
Microsoft Edge is the worst. All right, let's close SoundCloud. Let's see if this works better. So if y'all see us chugging along, it's because I'm opening up things because we're gonna get to Eclipse. You wanted to go first, right?
Nah, actually.
No. Okay.
I said you could shoot me down a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
If it loads.
You want to talk about why you're here today?
Honestly, I told John, man, I was just at the gym like 5 in the morning, and I was just like, you know what? What am I gonna do when I get off work today? And I realized I haven't been in the stream in like a few months, so here we are.
Here we are.
Just that
It's
simple.
been since
November.
November. God.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Damn.
November.
Time flies.
It doesn't. You know what's crazy?
Sheesh.
It doesn't even feel like it's April.
No.
No,
Like, we
it does
just
not-
got
yeah.
here to this thing called
And it's
2025.
What? April 9th? Like April started yesterday, and now it's the 9th.
And I think
That's
I see
fucking
you
crazy.
like twice a month, so it didn't feel
That
that
is a
way.
lie.
It's about twice a month.
Okay, that might be the truth.
Yeah, it's about twice a
Wait.
month.
No, I think
It is about twice a month,
about
bro.
twice a month. Yeah.
Yeah, so usually at events.
Yes. Which, if you haven't already got your tickets, next Saturday, if you're in the Orlando area, next Saturday, The Interlude, hosted by the homie, DJ Mari.
Mm-hmm.
Special guests featuring John Q,
Oh, hey.
KB, and yours truly. Saturday
I'm a resident.
at the Olive Bar. If you're in the Orlando area, get your tickets. They're going. Is it sold out?
Tier 1 sold out. Tier 2, I don't know what it's doing yet. And Tier 3, I don't think is on sale yet.
Okay, so for you people that are like on payday, go ahead and just get those because it gets sold out.
Well, he's doing a ticket giveaway.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, how can I enter?
So
how can the audience enter?
So the audience can enter. There's an ad running right now. It's on the Interlude page. You can find that ad, and all you have to do is tag 3 people and reshare that ad, and that enters you and another person in to win some free tickets. So I don't know how long that's running because honestly, I did not read the post.
Neither did I. But I will tell you, this is like the 4th interlude, I believe, and these things do sell out, and it is very, very, very beautifully packed. So might want to get those sooner than later.
Nice.
Yeah, it's dressed to impress. So if Nandrum's in the chat room, but Nandrum always dresses to impress.
Nandrum comes in late.
He always comes in nice colors.
I got a funny story. So you remember how Boydega, how you went to the last interlude, right?
Yeah.
He had came out. So he had asked me what the dress code was, and I told him, like, it's an R&B experience. So, kind of dress up a little bit.
You told him come clean. That boy came clean.
So my man had a hoodie and not. So he has a shiesty built into the hoodie. He put the he put it on. He was like, "Yo, you think this is too much?" And I was like, "Yeah, honestly, I think it might be just a little too much for an R&B event. I don't think shiesties is really for the occasion." But the Beecham is down the street, so if you want to pull up like after that, like you might be able to.
I would have been there. I would have been like, "Yo, did he get set on fire before? Like, is that why he's out here like that?"
He didn't
Like,
know. To be fair, he didn't know. He was just like, "Okay, Love Abs in town." He didn't even know I lived in Orlando, so he was like, "I'm just gonna come up." But he didn't know, so he asked me. He was just so honest and like so innocent. He was like, "Yo, you think this is too much?" I was just like. I mean, I had a button up on. Like, I didn't know if he caught like the hint or not because I had a button up on. He was just like, You think this is too much? Yeah, nah, it's a little too much, buddy. Just leave that off.
So did he change? Because he had.
Nah, he just left the shiesty off. He just he just kept the jacket on.
Okay, he was like, I'm gonna show my face today.
He just stayed in the corner.
Versace said he gonna pull up with his on, so he will not be getting let in.
I don't think they're gonna let you in, buddy.
What's up, West Side?
You might be listening from the door.
Nick says almost out of the 270s, down 12 pounds so far. Congrats.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he did say he was about to lock back in.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
Yo,
Good for you, man.
Congratulations, man.
How many? How much are you down now? You look down about 50.
Well, it's funny you should ask, John, because I just took a before and after picture.
Oh, are you going to show us your nudes?
No, it's not a body. It's not a body pic. It's like a picture of the scale. It's like
that's way more lame. It's supposed to be dick out. Swag it.
You're supposed to put it down at the numbers.
You know what it is?
To catch everything in between.
Yeah, when you take the picture, dick tip should be hanging.
You know, yo. Nah, what it is, man, like I have like this self-diagnosed like body dysmorphia. So like I look at the mirror every single insecurity. Day. No, like every single day I go into the mirror after I go to the gym and I'm like, not yet. Like that when I get like motivated to do like a comparison picture, I'm just like, I'm not there yet.
If you do it every day, you're not going to see it.
Yeah. And that's the problem. But I look at the scale and the scale is like the true like
the scale
lifestyle. So this is where I was at back January 1st.
Okay, so what's that, 42 pounds?
Yeah, 42, 43.
That's great,
nice.
man.
Yeah, that's where I'm at as of Thursday.
January, right?
Yeah, January 1st, I was 234. Now I'm 192.
Nice, man.
I just cut a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
Stop eating out. Stop drinking so much. It's really simple. It could really be simple.
Yeah, I got on the scale. I'm 198.
Ooh,
yeah,
198.
See, I'm like 5'4", so I got more ways to go. Like I should not have been that big. Like I should have died. There's no way I should have been over 200. But
a watch pot never boils type beat.
So West Side Ultra wants the Cowboy Bebop record. No, you can order it online though. I think this record's like $42.
Vinyls have gone up, man. They're over 100, especially for something like this. It's probably like over 100.
It's I think it's a 4-disc. Not 4-disc. Jesus Christ, I'm not that old. It's a 4 record.
A 4-disc cassette tape.
Yeah, no, you're paying over $1 for that. I can guarantee you. It's vinyls are crazy.
This is about 42.
Nah, dude, like new albums that are coming out, like you go to Walmart and they have them for like $32. Like
that's
just
crazy.
like a new album that just dropped out.
K Tronada's album's like $40, $39.99 for the vinyl.
I think everybody's trying to delay.
Like classic nostalgic anime shit is already taxed out. Like they throw a couple extra dollars just because it's Cowboy Bebop. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be, maybe it'll be like 80, 90. I don't think it's gonna be $40.
Nick says, "Oh, Eclipse! I got my saxes back from the shop. Whenever you're ready to cook."
We were just talking about you, buddy. John said, "Weatherman Dan has a folder." And I'm a little jealous. I would like that folder.
I don't think he said, like, they were supposed to record, and Weatherman Dan had him record a bunch of stuff, and then.
Okay, like a collection of pre-recorded stuff.
So why don't you tell him on stream what you thinking about, man?
If
he'll agree. Put that pressure on him.
I've already told him about it, but I got this thing when
tell
I start
him about
talking.
It again.
No, like the thing is when I start talking about it like drunk, like the last few times we've already talked about it, it just doesn't, So I told him, when I'm sober, we'll get back to it. But essentially, he knows I like making drum and bass. I want to make a lot more jazzier, drum and bass, and I'm tired of using samples, right? Like I'm tired of getting YouTube saxophone samples or Splice, you know what I mean? So like I kind of want something more authentic. And we already talked about it the last Cater Day. We talked about it on a Sunday. That's why he was saying he just got his sax. And I know he has some equipment. He's just waiting on me.
Okay.
He's just waiting on me. So
I think jazzy drum and bass is coming back, but I was hoping DMB came back more with like a boom. It's coming back with like a couple pops.
Rumble.
I think it'll be like I think DMB will have like the Jersey reemergence, unreemergence thing where Jersey came, went, and now we're at a place where I think it stayed. And I think DMB will be kind of that same thing. Like it's phasing out a little bit, and then it just takes the one artist, like Leon Thomas, for example, on the Rory album. Like he has something on there that uses like 165, like jungle, S drums, and his listeners probably don't even know that's drum and bass, but that'll be an example of where it just takes like a particular artist, because like in Jersey, you just had like the baby or X artist, and it just stays.
It was unfortunately Lil Uzi who made Jersey resurge again. Unfortunately, because it was like that song sucked compared to like all
real.
It's
the real
it's
good shit.
Yeah, compared to like real Jersey, like that one was just like meh. But then it like made people like, oh, this is a thing. And because before when you would play Jersey, they were like, what's this EDM? And it was like,
they used to call it techno, bro.
Yeah, they did. They called it like techno and stuff. And then Uzi made it, and it was like, no, this is cool now. So what you're saying is it's going to take that same thing. Yeah. Drake's going to have to make because I don't think Drake will work with DMB.
Nah, you know what it is?
He will work with DMB, but I don't think it will be made properly until you get to the SoundCloud remixes.
Well, I think once mainstream takes hold of anything, it's never going to be done like properly the first time. It's just going to take a couple hits at it.
True.
Nicki has one.
DMB?
No. I'm talking about Jersey. But just taking like an underground genre and then trying to make it big. Like I don't know that it's ever right the first time when like a Uzi-esque type of artist does it. But I don't think that's the point. I think that's the amount of power that you need to where like this is a genre that stays. Like it's crazy for Jersey. I watch a lot of anime. I'm hearing a lot of anime openings that are using like Jersey, like Dan Dan, for example.
That was
it's
when I
literally
first heard
Jersey
that,
drums.
Everybody was like, "This is the most amazing intro." I was like, "It's Jersey."
It's
Club.
just literally Jersey, but it's like it's so
Jersey.
crazy. Like we're from Jersey to now we're doing anime. Like it's so crazy. So like I don't really hate the Uzi song like that. Like it was just important, and I think DMB that's what it takes. It takes somebody important. What? Oh, I can't see that shit.
I just noticed someone in the corner being scary.
It's only a matter.
We forgot to introduce one more person.
Only a matter of time, man. Only a matter of time.
Miss Chaltisma says, would it be liquid but just sax as of the vocal?
Would it be more liquid? But,
well, I mean, liquid, jungle, it really just... high energy drums with just like a jazz essence. Like it really doesn't have to be
like metal
specific
drums?
type of DMB. It's just drum and bass. Like it could be any subdivision of drum and bass, but like just to have like a jazz track in the back. Like I've done it plenty sampling, but it's just nothing like the real thing. And so until I can afford to get like a whole band in a studio, like I'll just start off with just sampling your saxophone and just putting it over some keys that I already have and some drums I already have, and then I'll just stack from there. But that's kind of what I want to do, man. I really want to get more into just sampling real instrumentalists, and they have like this site that just came out where it's kind of like a Craigslist for musicians, but like you commission them and you pay like a monthly membership.
What's that
but it's
called?
like $200 a month, man. And
Fiverr?
it's like,
I think I've seen.
no, I have to look it up, but it's basically like a platform where you can commission other musicians for their time, and you get like a certain amount per month. Obviously, you can't like get 20 different songs done for that $200, but at the time, like the costs, it's not for me just yet, but.
All right, I'm drinking these way too fast.
Yeah.
It's 2 in like 30 minutes.
Justin asked,
Yeah,
what
you
about
are.
D&D?
Can I get another, sir?
Oh my God, you drunk, bro?
Not at all.
Drinking, this is juice.
Y'all doing that
No,
gay little stream?
this gets me loose so that we can have a great stream, right?
Wait.
I'll sit there, y'all doing that gay little stream.
And she didn't think anybody would notice her in the corner. now she's a whole conversation topic. Well,
They said it for you.
is this a review stream? I mean, maybe. I think we're gonna play some music and then we're just gonna consult with each other about it, and then we're gonna move on to the next
We're
song.
just gonna play random YouTube videos and consult with each other.
Yeah.
about
This
it.
is a banter channel with audio backing.
Literally.
We're gonna play your song as background while we talk about other things.
Wait, hold up. Didn't you say like somebody was first? Not you, but didn't they say like JVS was first or something like that? I don't see a submission from him.
I would love to hear JVS perform.
Nick J is on the
honestly.
top of the list though.
Oh, he's
with
talking
the
about
music.
for the music,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It would be my
Can
honor.
I get a one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah, Westside Ultra thinks you're moving too much over there, so you gotta.
I'll put that here. I'll get just a little bit of this.
I
with
think
some
he
Coke.
likes. I think he likes what he sees over there. That's his fetish. Arms.
Not by on purpose. I just
Yeah, because your forearm is there.
That's good.
That's his fetish. That's why his
And
name's
then
West Side.
throw
He
a
likes the
little
West
bit of
because
Coke
me
in
and
there.
him talk emotionally outside of the stream.
Thank you, bartender.
Yeah. All right. You said you're terrible at hiding, but
can't hear you, so you might need to defend yourself. If you want
all right. Let's. Yeah. Hey,
let me know.
hey, I wasn't gonna try to get you
Thank you, sir.
involved now. Like the other guests ain't show. Actually, let me see if he's Where's my phone? Well, no, I wasn't gonna because she said she ain't want to be on scam. But if you want to sit, that's up to you. Let me see if Dre though is on his way. If not,
Dre on his way.
not that one. Told you I've been. Oh my God.
Did you just get a paragraph?
No, he was just like, I'm dressed in everything. I told you I've been wanting to pull up. And I was just like, okay,
Chapter 1.
you got my address. Like, we're still here. All right. So let's start off with Versace Sensei, since I see him there in the chat room, and then we'll double back to you, Eclipse, and then I guess we'll just talk our job because don't nobody want to send us no music, which is fine.
Which is fine. Everybody blew their load on March Madness, but it's April now.
No, I think it was last week.
How many submissions you guys have last week? Was last week when I was out? No, wait. Yeah?
No, it was the week before. Last week's when I reviewed Andrew's song quickly.
I don't know how many songs
That
there were,
was
but
so
John
funny.
that was a hilarious stream.
That was so
Thank
We were
you.
letting them have it last week, bro.
Like,
so funny.
You know what's crazy? When you know me, you know me.
I know you. Yeah. So like,
Everybody's like, "Oh, he's upset." I'm like, "I am not upset at all."
Yeah. No, that's just it. Remember the Alamo? Yes. Ralph's here.
Okay.
Yes, your song can be played.
Who
Maybe. How much money you got?
Yeah, just send it in. Let's see.
He did.
Since-
He's the second submission.
Oh, all right. So, and then Nandrum said he'll submit. Go ahead, brother. All right. So since Ralph is here, I guess we'll start with Ralph, and then do you want to go after Ralph, or you want to go a little bit later?
you could put me a little later, man.
All right.
I want to listen to other people's music, man.
All
Give my
right.
little critique.
All right. So Ralph says I made my first synth punk record.
Oh, God.
And recorded over it. Let me know if I screwed up everywhere. Everywhere? Are you sure you want to know? Are you sure about that?
You just asking for it, buddy.
All right. Let's see if I can no, I won't do that because then a face will be seen. Then the West Side will lose his mind. All right.
How long is that?
This song, a minute.
The horse of breaking and entering. I feel like we're
Actually-
playing a D&D campaign. And
Yeah, I got
somebody
it.
summoned
I'm gonna put this on the
the
screen. I'll
horse
just-
of breaking and entering. That's
I'll
great.
Just do that. Let's see. Come on, window. Boom, boom, boom.
You got to record more. Yeah.
You know, I really wish.
I feel like everybody's super busy right now.
No, they're not.
I wish
Okay.
the audience could appreciate the stream by seeing the behind the scenes. Like, if you guys could just see what it takes for y'all to talk shit about how John critiques, when y'all see the back of how all of this operates, it's like a science project. And I just like this is y'all just twiddling your thumbs, just talking shit about music. But like, this is like a whole thing. Like, they have no idea the many screens that are being rotated.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
no.
they have no idea.
No, y'all think I'll be bullshitting when I'm like, I'm doing a lot.
Right,
Right?
there's a lot going on, and
Yeah.
you have no idea. Like,
All right, let's listen to it. It's called Muddy Road. It's produced by I Hate Ralph, and it's by I Hate Ralph.
That's crazy.
The horse of breaking and entering. What does that mean?
It feels like a D&D summon. I summon the horse of breaking and entering.
All right.
Right, punker, we'll dust your ass. Swerving down a muddy road, Johnny Given road, and rolling down Gorilla Glue. Smoke the J, shake to the face, crash the whip 'cause I'm distracted. So much shit is going on, like what the fuck is going on?
my class. I started doing heroin when I went to the top.
Okay.
It's the horse talking.
Yeah. All right. So that was I Hate Ralph with the track called Muddy Road. I mean, did he screw it all up is the question.
The horse of breaking and entering stole the camera.
I don't know if he messed anything up because, like, a lot of things, some of the music that I listen to is a little weird, and I'll just box it into a category. We'll just call it Adult Swim music. So, like, I'll listen to something or hear something, and there's a place for it somewhere. And for me, that's like an Adult Swim cutaway, or that's like a scene out of like a Aqua Teen Hunger Force, like something like that. I know that sounds a little scatterbrained.
No,
but like,
I see it.
It's not really a critique. I'm just making a statement here, like where I could hear this song. You know, they might give you guys like, John and Alex might give you guys like actual constructive criticism, but I'm just saying like you should definitely shop this for like an Adult Swim intermission commercial, because that's 2:00 high as fuck on a Sunday morning. It's probably where I'm going to listen to that, and I'm probably going to enjoy it in that context. That's pretty much the most. That's probably the most that I'm gonna say on that one. But 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah. As an Adult Swim song, 10 out of 10.
Damn.
As an Adult Swim song, like I'm not riding home in the car.
Yeah. Ever.
But like, if I was watching like Family Guy and with the commercial break and it has like that black screen with the white
for
words,
10 seconds,
and cause that's how long the commercials are, like the intermissions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I could just hear that in the back.
That's all you could take.
Yeah,
it's a matter of.
But
sanity.
for the time of the song, like the duration is just that long, so I think it's perfect.
The horse of John Q's criticism.
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, like that's just like my
Song
positive
of the
take
night
on it.
then,
Like
huh?
I don't have any like critiques on your vocals. Like I don't know if you were trying to intentionally sound the way that you sound, or if this was like a like a troll. But like I can hear a place for it, and that would be the place that I would hear it is if I'm high as hell watching Adult Swim.
He actually sounds much better, quality wise.
So?
Quality wise, yeah, I could hear what he was saying. It was more clear.
Okay.
I would not listen to it, but what Eclipse is saying here, I could hear it as an Adult Swim bump, but the instrumental.
Yeah.
Not the vocals.
That was some.
But he's a producer.
That was
and
some watering the lawn sprinkler hi-hat.
Yeah.
High synth, like
I can hear that in between Eric Andre going into like children's hospital or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, like that sounds like weird to say, but like that would be the place where that would be like an appropriate like I'm not listening to it in the car, but I don't know that you made it for that. I think you made it for Adult Swim, honestly. So yeah.
But when did Adult Swim start going towards that? You notice that like that happened like later.
Yeah.
In the Adult Swim bump era, like the beginning of it was like chill. Jazzy, or like hip hoppity or Flying Lotus. Then it went like punk, synth punk, and
I think when they realized that a lot of people were really high when they were watching it, also, so they were just like, "Wake up!"
Yeah. And, it's a funny thing. I was just talking to someone about that, where a lot of people pinpoint like a certain period of time and have this nostalgia over like Flying Lotus era, but I don't think a lot of people remember that wasn't the whole like lineup of music for Adult Swim. That was only like a section. Mm-hmm. Like all of Adult Swim intermission music wasn't like Fly-Lo or just some sort of like a lot of shit was kind of like weird.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, like for
some
me,
of it would be like bubbles,
weird,
stuff.
good.
Yeah, some shit would just be like white noise or like
weird. Yeah,
and that's the place. That's where it was acceptable. So that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not listening to this like to go like accomplish things in the world, but like or like go to the gym or anything.
Be
like
on
that.
a weird
like,
channel though.
Yeah, but like if I'm like, and I think that if that's where you want to continue to go, like with it, you should probably try to put it back there. Maybe that wasn't your idea. Maybe you thought this was a radio slap, but like. This is an adult.
If you want it to be on the radio, you're gonna need to take like the 200 and just cut it by like 10 decibels, and you'll be good. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Nick J says the Massage Situation by Flying Lotus is peak.
Yeah,
good times.
Yeah, that's their like unofficial title for Massage Situation is Adult Swim Baggage Claim. Like
Yeah,
that's like
Baggage
the
Claim. Good
yeah.
times.
That's like the unofficial title of that. But that wasn't the whole like lineup of music though. Like some shit sounded like what he made. And like if
There was a lot of MF Doom on there. There was a bunch of different people.
yeah. You're right.
It was a bunch of different people. It just depends on the time, like the era. The early era was more hip hop-y, and then it got different. It got more like
I would hear like metal sometimes. But it just depends. Like before, like synthwave music was like big, like it is now. Like funk, like synthwave funk type of music. Like it was on Adult Swim. I don't know if he's a producer or artist first. I would just stick to like the beats in my opinion, because the instrumental sounded way better. So like Alex said earlier, probably just play the instrumental. But
There you go.
yeah, hopefully I provided some sort of contribution to your experience. I hope you take that and run with it and become like the next Kanye or something. I don't know.
a Nazi is what he just is what he just said. He hopes you become. So take that how you will. But that is the feedback from Eclipse. Alex, what are you thinking?
I personally think he should cut 200 by 10 dB and then become a Nazi. So there's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta put in the work to be a Nazi. Well, you have to make a graduation.
I would say take these guys' advice.
Gotta put in the work.
You need a graduation under your belt before you get there, buddy.
I'm not
Take your time.
endorsing anything they're saying. Please believe I'm not. Trust and believe I'm not. But whatever they say, if you choose to listen to that, there you go. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. But these guys had a lot to say.
He made graduation.
All right. Justin says, random question, but if there was one rapper you could recommend to someone who's never listened to rap at all, who do you recommend? I usually go to MF Doom.
Curtis Blow.
I would not go to MF Doom as the first thing you listen to when you're rapping.
Yeah.
Like, you would be like, what pattern is he on? Like, MF Doom is so meta rap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Curtis Blow.
That's interesting. I was going to say that's terrible, but that's interesting.
I'm walk into the store and I buy me some.
I would
like
never.
that type of flow, like that 79.
I would never. I would never.
Oh, teach them the birth of hip hop.
So this is almost like the same question. If it's like if you were introducing somebody to anime, what's the first anime you would tell them? I'm always like, what is that person's vibe and personality?
Yeah.
Because you can't. Like a lot of people, like Death Note will work for a lot of people, but Death Note will not work for a lot of people, depending on what type of person they are. So, same with rap. Like you can always.
Zindre. I can't even say that name. All right. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Whatever. Whoever you are. Hi, welcome. Thanks for the follow or whatever you did. Thank you so much for that. But it's like with the anime, you got to know a little bit about the person, have their personality. So just saying the first one you would recommend, I mean, there isn't one universal rapper I recommend, but if you were somebody who was like, they're typically a chill person or something, then you might go with like Joey Badass, early Joey Badass, or you might go with, if they're a little bit older, you might be like, okay, let's go with Wu-Tang, depending on where they're from. Are they from the West? Are they from the East?
Right.
Where are they from? There's so many things. If they're from Texas, you'd be like, okay, let's go with some 8 Ball and MJG. Let's go with Outkast. If you're from Outkast would probably be a good introduction for a lot of people who are from the South who are chill.
Outkast is good.
My answer is I've never been on anyone on planet Earth and had a conversation with them and they didn't listen to hip hop, so I'm probably gonna troll. I'll probably say like Lil Nas X or something like that just to fuck with them.
I've had conversations with people who have never listened to hip hop before.
I'm gonna tell them like never.
It was hard to have that conversation because they didn't speak English.
Even if it was like a movie, like I'm not talking about just playing a song like in a commercial on a movie. Like it's just kind of hard for me to even fathom a person who's never heard of a hip hop song, like just. Sonically, I've just heard
like even on a
hip-hop
pop level.
They usually speak Spanish, and they're usually over 50. And if you talk to them about it, they're gonna turn their nose up at it at all times and be like, it sounds like noise.
My granddad is 65 and he got Mad Daddy Yankee.
Is he Spanish?
He's a Puerto Rican.
Okay. But they black as fuck.
Yeah.
Taino, come on, man. Like, come on.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna troll them.
You know where reggaeton comes from?
Tell them like I'm play White Jesus or something. Like I'm just gonna troll just a completely left field rap artist. Just play something like what was his name? White Jesus or Baby Jesus or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Just a real troll. Like I'm just gonna throw something out there because
October.
why not? Why not?
The guy in the middle is Eclipse. I saw your question a little while ago. How you doing, October? It's been a while. Zindre. Is that an iron? What?
Let's
Nick.
just call him Dramic.
Dramic. I was gonna say Zindre. How you doing? How's it going?
I like the cat emoji. It's
Yeah.
nice. Shouts out to him. for
Hope
that.
you're well.
October says he appreciates it. Nick says it came from Jamaica. Talking about reggae tone.
Did you
Wait,
put
what?
did you put a Madrid
Yes.
lisp in there?
Wait,
The drum pattern comes from reggae.
reggaeton comes from reggae.
Yes.
Zin. Okay.
Come
It's
on,
not just
come on,
two
come on.
very
You're not
similar
bullshitting.
words.
You're
Not
not
just two-
bullshitting me right now, right? You knew that, right?
I got you.
You didn't put it together.
And then
There's a
hell no, I got it. No,
So-
It's been about-
you're bugging. I gotta do some research. There's no
that
way.
drum pattern is from a reggae song, and they sped it up.
like that same like that cadence like
The
doom,
doom,
shit,
doom,
doom,
yeah,
shit.
Everything
they
on
sped it up.
one
They sped
spot.
it up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why you get reggae.
So Puerto Ricans got
Dum.
that from
You know-
Jamaicans.
You
like
know
we
where Dimbo is from?
do. Dimbo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
That's the Dominican reggaeton. Let me stop.
Yo, you were messing me up right now. I had no idea.
Pretty much.
I feel like I'm being trolled, but I'm gonna do some research.
Almost every genre
Comes from something.
is from black. Let me stop. A lot of the Caribbean genres come from African influences and African
fair.
music. A lot, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Not
do.
all of them. We'll just say that. Let's be ignorant.
What else we gotta do on a Wednesday night?
Yeah, Crystal says comes from reggae dance hall music.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm. You know where ballet funky
You gotta stop.
comes
there.
from?
Comes from
You-
Brazil.
No.
Ballet funk comes from Brazil, bro.
Well, do you know where its roots are from?
The Brazilian people.
No. No.
What are you talking about?
It's
Ballet
from-
funk is a Brazilian genre.
It's from Miami bass.
You said that
Miami.
a couple years ago. I
From
didn't believe you did.
Et tu, my Miami bass.
Ballet funk.
Yeah, I gotta.
Ballet funky. That's French. Let me stop.
Okay.
Mark us down for a inaccurate historical fact.
I'm gonna take your word
No,
for
that
it.
is
just 'cause I don't
accurate.
have the music like in front of me right now to listen to. I'm just gonna take your word for it. But I'm like trying to listen to a ballet funk cadence and a Miami bass cadence in my head, and it's just not the same drums.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, come on, Eclipse, man, don't make me do this.
Miami bass and ballet funk.
Yes, sir.
What year was
Old
was
school
Miami bass?
ballet funk is pretty much Miami bass with Portuguese over it, and
I thought ballet funk was around
ballet.
for hundreds
No.
of years. Like that's their.
That
That's
was
their
samba,
genre. Okay.
which samba can be traced back to Africa.
Samba, jazz. That's well, samba's Brazilian jazz. Kinda. It's like Brazilian jazz. But I thought ballet funk has been around for like since like the first Brazilian like came out the womb. Like I didn't know that was. Okay, yeah, Miami bass.
This is ballet funk.
This is Miami bass.
This is ballet funk.
Give me some old shit. Don't play me nothing new. Like give me old, like old ballet funk.
I don't know how to spell any of that.
Robot.
Just play some
This was
Congo.
some facts. So.
This is what early ballet funk sound like.
Oh my. Three Crowbots comment.
So,
Damn, that sounds like Miami bass.
ballet, caraca. So there's different types of ballet funk. That is just one type, okay? Also known as ballet funk and Brazilian funk is even simply funk is a Brazilian hip hop influenced music genre from Rio de Janeiro, taking influences from musical styles such as Miami bass, freestyle, In Brazil, baile funk refers not to the music, but to the actual parties or the discos. Yeah, because they mean in which the music is played from baile, meaning ball. So it's called ball dance, or what funk is. Baile
Ballroom
is ball.
dancing. Yeah.
Funk would be
The
funky.
discotheques. The discotheque. Donde
be a party.
está el discoteque? Donde está el biblioteca?
But yeah,
learned something new.
so early ballet sound like this. Well, not that. That's,
Yeah, that's what I think of when I think
so
ballet funk.
there's like 12 subgenres of ballet funk. So there's bumblebee funk, which is there's 150 BPM, there's 170 BPM, and that's how they refer to it. But bumblebee is like 180, 175, and it's the one with all the bubbles popping. Bloop, 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 bloop,
Yeah, and a lot of like
Yeah.
congos and like Caribbean type instruments, like or African instruments.
This is
And that's
wild.
what I've always thought ballet funk was.
But
That's why it's so crazy.
So chill funk is like funk Caracas or whatever, Karachis or whatever. But this is it.
sounds like Miami bass. All right.
Because that's where it comes
All
from.
right, all right. You educated me. So I didn't know that there was multiple versions of ballet funk. That's probably where the confusion came, because the shit that Sango was
The
sampling,
balls are
it
dancing
wasn't.
everywhere.
There was
Yeah.
no drums. Of
Sango
like
was doing what they call chill funk
chill funk. Okay. All right. All right. Look at that, y'all.
or gringo funk because
Hey,
he was American.
That's offensive.
They got a whole restaurant, like 3 of them out here.
yeah. Learn it.
I know.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
one.
yo, I learn something new every day. I had no idea. That's really interesting. Okay. All right.
Yeah, what are some other? You know where R&B comes from? People didn't know this though. I didn't know that people did not know where R&B came from.
R&B comes from jazz
Yeah,
and gospel.
but there's people. Blues, and
Blues,
jazz.
yeah, blues. I don't know. I kind of like Mission Miles.
You know where house comes from? Gospel.
House comes from disco,
Gospel.
but the middle ground is disco.
Well,
Disco, then house.
Well, yeah, house came out. House was like after disco. Disco was 70s. House was like 80s. But,
Yeah.
Original house is like it's a feel good version of like outside of the church feel good version of gospel.
Well, yeah, that's
Westside asks,
gospel's like the origin of a lot of genres in the black community, specifically R&B.
What about G funk?
What about G-Funk?
That's R&B.
That used to be like a whole
R&B
thing.
and hip hop.
Like older black people back in like the 50s or 60s, like they were like angry of like R&B artists, like y'all like basically secular. It's almost like secular gospel.
Oh,
you know?
yeah,
like
yeah.
that was a whole thing. Like that they were.
It was for
pulling
the
from-
devil.
Yeah, basically like it was a
Is that why they call it Norwegian black metal?
Maybe.
What?
I'm just kidding. Because they're also angry at the church.
Oh shit. Okay.
House, a building for human habitation, especially one that is lived in by a family or small groups of people. My wife and I are moving into a house. There we go. That's where it came from. y'all. It
I
came.
was so confused there for a while.
Shout
but
out to
now
you for the
using words
definition,
that
my
I
man.
understand.
The earliest house they've ever found was in Mesopotamia,
Mesopotamia.
which is a bunch of stones that they don't know what they were used for. What was it? Sumerians? Sumerians was the
Ish.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mesopotamia.
Yep.
Yep. Outside of trees, that was the first house.
That was.
See, this is why I don't know.
I got you.
See, bro, this is why I don't know why they trip in the comments, because you learn so much good, cool, interesting shit on this stream. Like, y'all gotta appreciate this more. Like, how else are you gonna know where house came from?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
we didn't.
where are you
even
gonna
know those-
find
What is
that
this
fact?
dwelling that I am in currently? I didn't know until just now.
Hey, guess what? It's not on a Snapple bottle, but it's at the Q&A show.
Yep.
There you go.
Come on now.
There you go.
Come on. Now.
Up next, we got Versace Sensei, who sent over a track called, I think that's level 1 up, or level I up, or level
I
slash
assume that's
up.
a 1.
You that's a 1?
I think that's a 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a 1.
I think it's a line.
Level.
I like his
I think it's the
line
straight
up.
line.
Yeah. Okay.
Has he uploaded before?
I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they do have an actual like a
A 1.
symbol for a line. It's taller than that.
Oh, some. I don't know.
But
it's-
maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he used a Japanese character or something.
Of a line.
He's being edgy. All right.
That era.
He says another juicy tune from the kid. See y'all at Interlude. Oh, you coming through that? All right. So this track is called Level Up. Oh, maybe that's a space and an extra L on accident.
Maybe it's a stutter.
Level Up. How would you spell a stutter?
You would just keep saying the same letter over and over.
So if you read a stutter, what accent would you read it in?
The same accent that you've been using the rest of the time.
Nah. Like, so if you read a stutter, like read it out loud.
You're like, level up?
Mm-hmm. How would you read it?
My best friend stutters. So honestly,
when you read his text, and does he stutter?
But you got the house.
That's
key?
how you read.
Do you have the house key? Yo, he will fuck me up. Hurry right now. I swear to God, like he'll go into mid glitch, like
in text message.
He'll start
So you still read the text messages? I can't get into the
Don't
house.
tell it. So even if his text message says I can't get in the house, you be like I can't get in the house. That's how you read
We're
it.
not laughing at people's stutters.
Yeah,
we're
in
laughing
my
at the
head.
way we read people's stutters.
Shout out to ADA community.
This man got gasoline, boy. Oh my God. Strings says, what's your opinion on using alcohol as God?
Yo, you need help.
That is, what kind of alcohol?
Go to rehab. What's wrong with you?
What are you drinking?
Alcohol as God.
Maybe as a thing that you call to when your problems are bad. Maybe there was some like sort of philosophical like meaning in that question.
We're trying as hard as we can right now
like
to
you
get
go
banned.
you go to alcohol for your problems. You go to alcohol for like your wishes. You go to alcohol like you go to God. That's like the best way I can comprehend that question.
What we are doing is not going to get us banned because it is a legitimate question.
We're making fun of our own answers.
That Eclipse answered when he reads his friend who stutters text messages. He adds the stutters in those text messages.
I didn't say that, by the way.
Because he's a fucking asshole.
I didn't say that, by the way. See how you put the reverse card on me? I didn't say that, like, at all.
What he literally.
No, what I was saying, I was expressing how he talks, like, in person. I don't know that he's glitched in the text message before.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I've ever heard it as a glitch. And shout out to
No,
ADA
but I'm
community.
saying when you read his text, did you add in that stuff? Like, how do you read it? What accent do you read?
I don't read it in an accent. I read it because I know him and I know how he sounds in his accent, so it doesn't change that. But like,
So when you read it, what are you hearing his voice tone, or are you?
I don't hear anyone's voice when I'm reading any of their messages. By the way, like anyone, like I just read it like in my head. Like I don't have like a accent or a voice when I'm reading a message.
Okay, so you hear your voice then.
Yeah,
I don't hear my voice either.
That's kind of John. That's kind of weird. Like no.
Alex says he doesn't hear his voice.
So when someone's texting you, you like read it in their voice
sometimes, or I'll read it in mine.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, or I'll make up a
start
voice.
reading the chat, like
especially if somebody pissed me off, I'll be like, "This fuck, what? Hey, so you need to do this. Y'all don't do that."
I think the only time I probably ever did that is if it's like a family member, like my mom or some shit like that, and like I don't know,
you can just kind of hear it.
You can just
like
hear
it's
it,
been
but I don't like intentionally do it. It'll just happen like that. But most times I just read it in my own voice.
So
like,
if you got a message that says why you didn't tell me where you were at, and you read that, you wouldn't be like, bitch.
I might say that, but it's not. I didn't like.
But you
read
wouldn't
it
read
or
it
like
like
hear it in her voice.
You wouldn't be like, why you didn't tell me where you was at? Then you'd be like, then you would say it in yours, and then say it in hers to be like
the actual Ben Stiller is in our chat room, right? To be like, actual Ben Stiller.
That really does look like Ben
that
Stiller.
actual Ben Stiller decided to grace us with his presence. That's crazy.
Much love, bro.
We'll read his comment after this question.
After we come to the bottom of this problem.
Nah, I don't think I've ever had anyone else's voice in my head.
So you don't do that to like gain perspective, to be like, am I tripping? Can this person say it like this, or am I just saying it like this to myself?
No, but if you can give me an example, because it
So
seems like
you read it in their voice to see if it's something that they would normally say in the way that they say.
Oh, you know what? You know
Yeah.
what? People are like, I think tone is really misunderstood in text messages.
It is.
Oh, 1000%.
So in a situation,
1000%.
especially at work, like when I'm using Slack, and someone says something to me, I will try to like. Okay, in that instance,
give
I
yourself
will use your voice
perspective.
because
Right.
how it reads may not actually be how it was intended. You know,
Right.
certain things
Yeah.
read
Right.
weird when like you don't have a voice, no tone behind it. So like in that instance, sure, but it doesn't happen like every day or like every time I see something or read something.
So I know me, so I do that so I don't flip out.
I get it.
Like I
get
really,
it.
I legitimately do that so I don't be like, oh, I'm about to go to this dude's house and fucking bash his brains into the side of the sidewalk.
And then you're like, hold on.
Yeah, let me reread it.
Read it in
Yo, you know what you need, dog?
That's not
All right.
aggressive.
John, you need a retreat, bro.
I'm on a
retreat.
I'm on a retreat.
You need a retreat,
I'm on a-
dog.
what's that going to do but make me mad?
I swear to
This
God,
man in the mountains.
If I go to a retreat and they're like, everything is so
I've been listening to this man
peaceful.
like I've been listening to this man
kill
just say words for like the last 7 years, and I'm just thoroughly convinced like you need a retreat. You need to go to like a mountain or something and just look at the sky and just get your
breathe a little bit.
when we were in Puerto Rico, I loved it. I like going places and like sitting up and just looking at nature. That is very peaceful.
We need
and when
another one of
nobody
those.
talks to me, oh,
Every time John texts me T, I hear it in his voice.
boom!
That's valid. John gotta address the trauma. He gotta face himself.
Yo, when can we do one
on
of those,
a
by the
mountain?
way?
I address my traumas on this stream every week.
Every week.
Every week. That's what you guys are here for.
It's a Wednesday therapy session.
Yeah, every week. I've said that so many times. I'm like, this is therapy for me. Yelling at y'all.
Therapy Q&A.
Downloading my crazy into y'all. That's it.
Tee.
Yeah, man. Come on. Y'all be thinking I'm crazy and then y'all think about it and be like, oh yeah, I do hear that in that voice.
No, but a lot of crazy people make sense. Like I do believe you're crazy, but I don't think you're wrong.
I'm 100% crazy. I'll never not admit that.
Like it's not a crazy.
do
It's not like an
believe you're
insult. It's
crazy,
just
but I
like
do
Y'all be thinking I'm crazy.
most smart people.
Y'all don't know until y'all know though.
Look, most smart people are crazy. Most smart people have a little
I
bit
think
off
it's what
with them.
society-
This man
Idolize to them.
just said I have autism. That's literally what he just said back there. Y'all ain't hear that?
Who said that?
in so many words.
He was just like, most
I said
Einsteins have Asperger's and autism.
I did not say that.
There is a spectrum
Said
that this
most
man
smart
is on.
people. I don't think there's a single like super intelligent person that's not a little.
That
off.
doesn't have autism or Asperger's?
I did not say autism or Asperger's. These are diagnoses that should be treated by a medical professional. What I'm saying is, I think most
That man
smart
just
people are a
came
little
with a
off. I
fucking
don't
warning.
believe that most. I don't think like the most smartest people in this. Like look at Elon for example.
Autism! Jesus! Can you not tell?
It's a South African accent.
Elon is one of the most autistic. I think he's like outspokenly autistic.
It's like a sprinkle of autism.
No.
but
You
it's also,
think that-
it's also a
if
South
the
African
spectrum,
accent.
if the spectrum went from white to black, Elon invented a color.
That salute he gave was not an autistic
That
salute
was
or a Roman salute. That was an autistic salute.
That was I don't know what to do with
I
my
don't know
body.
what to
Do
do.
you see how he walks? Like he's conscious of where his arms are when he walks.
he's like-
have you ever thought about what your arms are doing when you walk and then see how autistic you walk?
No, but
Like you don't.
that's crazy.
Oh shit!
Nobody's walking like that.
Nobody's
Nobody's walking like that.
Walk in front of
That's
the
so
camera.
over exaggerated.
Walk
Nobody's
in front.
walking like that.
Walk in front of the camera right now and just be
no.
conscious of what your arms are doing.
You
Try it.
gonna need
Oh,
to carry
no,
a mug. Yeah, I'm gonna need two
I will
cups.
switch to this camera.
I'm gonna need
I'm
two
good. I'm good. I'm so good. So I might actually walk like that. I might not even know it.
We're gonna all leave this place tonight like this.
John identifies as a Latina. Okay.
I can see it.
Ben Stiller is high on Ritalin, caffeine, cannabis, and nicotine.
All legal.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah. But Ben, let's go back to the Ben Stiller,
The Ben Stiller.
who didn't he make
I love
he
your
made
movies, bro.
Severance, right?
Severance, yeah. He's the
Zoolander.
director for it.
Well, Ben Stiller, shouts out to you. That's one of my favorite shows, man.
Wait, am I tripping? Ben Stiller was Zoolander, right?
yes.
Yeah, Zoolander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So he knows a lot about autism. Would you boys agree that kissing females release euphoria, dopamine, and serotonin that feels so good and natural and better than a rush from an ADHD med per se? Sure.
I didn't, but thank you.
It
Ben
fires
Stiller
the-
is literally under 18.
This Ben Stiller.
Yo, you know that dude that played the Karate Kid back in the day? He looks like he's 30.
I'm pretty sure he's 40.
He looks like he's 60.
The Karate Kid.
How old?
I thought Karate Kid came out in the 80s.
He's like
How
yo,
old?
there's just certain like famous
Yeah, you
people
have
in
to be,
this
like,
world
20.
that have been drinking from the fountain of youth, and I want to find whatever pawn that's from.
I mean, Bow Wow.
Pharrell.
Yeah, Bow Wow. Like, that's crazy, man. Bow Wow is
But Bow Wow's actually
older
young.
than me.
But he's come on. He's
Nah,
not
he's older than me, but he looks 12 still.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
he has dwarfism. Bro.
Which is a form of autism.
Yeah, is it?
Yo, you were just shooting at multiple communities tonight.
Who? You, but I am going off of everything you're saying. You see how I'm gaslighting you? I'm going off everything that you're saying.
Anything we do tonight.
Ralph.
Is this like against the TOS, bro?
I at this point, I think we violated Switch's TOS.
All we're
every
doing
week.
tonight is a checklist.
Yeah, every week.
Q&A show about to be on Kick in a couple months.
Hey, look. Nick J said, bro, John Q kind of spit, and I be thinking about my arms sometimes. Bro, when you, it's true. If you like, if you walk and you consciously think about what your arms are doing, it just gets weird. Like
Have you
stuff
ever-
just happens.
Have you ever like shot something on film where like, all right, well, go to this mark.
Yeah,
and then
walk from here to there.
here to
And
there.
you're
and
like,
and you're like, what do I do with my arms? It's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, you ever seen somebody who walk where their arms don't swing?
Yeah, I used to have a football coach. who
That's
did that.
like all the dudes that
I-
come in the gym.
There was a defensive end that I knew. He like did not move his arms when
Yep.
he walked, and we called him the Predator. He would fuck people up.
I
though.
believe it.
Like
when your arms don't move like that, it's because you
Yeah,
didn't
no,
do
he was-
flexibility
he was-
in your arms.
he was swole.
So you just have your locking yeah.
he was like 6'4", like
Yep.
this, but he wouldn't move his
Yeah.
arms when
I
he
had
walked.
a football coach like that. He was
Nah.
like, this is why you have to do your workouts properly, because if you like do them improperly, your muscles like the ligaments atrophy to a certain position, and then you just walk like this.
A lot of guys they come into the gym like not even like they're not leaving the gym. They haven't worked out. They come to the gym like that, and I swear to God they're doing it on purpose. Like I swear it's just like an aura that they're just trying to bring in with them when they just pose like that.
Yeah, he's 63. That's wild.
Ben Stiller is actively trying to get kicked out of the chat room, but he is saying, if you three young, capable, strong, able-bodied men, soon he's going to start talking about our penises.
Hey, yo.
Said, could try H once. Would it be black tar, China white, or classic brown? Ben Stiller.
H what?
He's talking
Heroin.
about heroin or heron.
Heron.
He's talking about
the female lead in
Well,
the movie.
Ben Stiller here in the great state of Florida. It's just under my understanding that most of the drugs out here have fent. So I think I'm gonna pass. Probably would have passed even if it wasn't Florida, but
heroin people usually graduate to just fit.
no, I feel like
moved to the straight.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel
just
like everything
just
has.
kill me
I feel like
already.
here in
Yeah.
Florida, I feel like everything has fent. I think the eggs have fent.
Yeah.
I think
That's why they're so
I
expensive.
think this is the cereal has fent. Like so, I think I'll pass.
Night at the Museum was better than Avengers Endgame. Maybe. I might go with that.
What world are we living in? What are you talking about?
Maybe, man. I ain't. Nandrum says when I walk, I be thinking about how my meat doing, not trying to take the hose. Okay,
Nandrum.
hey,
Nandrum.
Safety first,
Hey.
right? Safety. We got priorities.
roll it up,
out
don't
for-
drag it, sir.
Watch out for man.
Roll it up.
Watch
Safety
him.
first. Safety first.
Yo, Nandrum is a cool dude. I seen him at the interlude the last time, man. That dude is a cool dude. Shout out to you, Nandrum.
He's fun.
All right, let's
Not your meat, but shout out to you.
All right, we're gonna do the next song. Who is Versace Sensei? I was supposed to do a song like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It just never loaded.
It's been loading this entire
Yeah.
time.
It's a WAV.
Yeah, it just never loaded. Yeah, all right, here we go.
Good luck. Okay, so I think that
I'm bringing them pounds in. Level up, level up, level up. Got a couple thousand. Level up, on my belt buckle. Never lie.
Sound like it was recorded on a headphone microphone.
Versace on my wrist, walking in the club with a couple hundred. Shorty shaking that ass, she know how to throw it. Throw that ass on my lap, I remote control it. She put them titties on my face, yeah, I motorboated. These pills, ooh, it got me rolling, sipping on that potion. Every step she take is poetry in motion. Ass got me hypnotized, on mine, can't control it. No, spin the bag, get a bag, I'ma make it all back. Pounds in the trash can, she doing this shit, stacking all these chips to the fucking ceiling, holding VIP bottles in the section. Never lie, never lie, never lie, never lie. I'm not talking ounces. Never lie, never lie. Got a couple thousand pounds in that.
Justin. Fun Ink Studio. How's it going? Good evening.
We're switching over to sake now.
I might switch back to sake.
Oh yeah, what were you?
That was I had a
The coconut rum?
Yeah, and it was so smooth. You know what it is?
delicious.
I think
That's a lot.
Jesus Christ!
I just thought you was going to stop pouring it. I didn't know.
I think that the bottle, the Coke is at room temperature, and I think it smooths out the.
It
I
did.
think that's what the trick
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
What's everyone drinking? And then Justin says, "I'm drinking my urine." Or switching between sake and coconut rum and Coke.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first just because, like I said,
Do it.
my reviews aren't as technical. Just so just preference that. I don't know how much you'll get from them, but the auto tune, and y'all could tell me if I'm wrong. The auto tune doesn't sound as in right key as it should be. Was that tripping on that or
No. Keep going.
Yeah. So like, first and foremost, like I'm a beat maker. I'm not a recording engineer. So take what I say with just
You don't
however
have to say
take
that
it.
every time you talk.
Well, because I feel like I had to, because I don't have the right words to articulate exactly what you can do to do better. I'm just gonna tell you what I heard, and y'all could do the what you could do better part. But like for me, it just didn't sound like in key. Whatever auto-tune software, whatever software you're using, whatever plugin you're using, like it didn't sound too much in key.
Like
and then,
the tonality of the auto tune, maybe, but I felt like it was in key, but I felt like something was off.
It's
like
I
how it
hear
was
what you're
bouncing,
hearing.
like how it was bouncing up and down.
It sound like it was added after it was recorded through a headphone microphone.
Okay.
Or a USB microphone.
Okay.
It's either or, but most likely a headphone microphone.
Well, that was gonna lend to my second critique, which was it just sounded like the audio. It just sounded really airy, like his vocals, and I didn't know if it was because of the microphone that he was using. I don't know if it was like a USB microphone or what. I don't know if that was like reverb I was hearing, or it was just dead ass like his microphone quality.
Yes.
But the song has an idea. Like I fuck with it. It's like a trippy red beat.
Motorboating. Them titties.
Them titties.
Yeah, I think it's motorboat city quality.
Yeah, I mean he said that in the song. Did you catch it?
No. Yeah. Was I even listening?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I didn't even catch that. Oh shit, yeah,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to you. No, I mean, the song is idea in itself. Like, I don't know. There's a place for it. It's a club bopper, teeny bopper track. I would just pay attention to. I would just invest into your equipment, and I would invest into better quality plugins. And I'm sure they could recommend you what those would be just to make you just sound better. But as far as like your writing and the idea of the song, like it just sounds like some club shit. Like I don't know. Like I don't really think it's bad or good. It's in the middle. It's like it's for the ideas. It's cool. But yeah, that auto tune I didn't really like that much. But yeah, that's me.
Okay. I was going to address some of the comments. We can do that.
Yeah, you love getting some
Unless
I was
comments,
getting
boy.
super fucker technical for a second.
Oh, so
You do that.
So Nick J says, Eclipse, to be honest, your reviews are fine because when Q&A do the nerd talk, it goes over most of our heads.
Oh, thank you, y'all.
Prepare yourself for what's going to happen next.
Pat yourself on the
Okay,
back.
I appreciate it because
Yeah.
I thought that I was being too simple.
Nah,
so,
you're good. You're
cool.
good.
And then Versace says, y'all don't like motorboat and titties. I feel that's disrespectful. I don't know why.
If they're presented.
Yeah, but like, why am I in them going? Like, what does that do for me?
You get to make loud noises in between teeth. I don't know.
I am over 30. I can't.
You know what's
imagine.
crazy? I consider that some old. You know what's crazy, John? That's funny you said that because I figured that's some like old head.
I
shit.
didn't realize there was a standard
Like
there.
motorboating? You think it's old head?
I think that's old head shit.
I mean, I've never
Like,
partaken.
old dudes
in,
like titties.
blah, 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 like I don't get it.
Like a lot of older dudes, like they're tit men.
Yeah, I mean
And that's
the
Except
what
for
do they call
Jason
it?
here,
The
he
body
motorboats
standards
ass.
have changed. The sexual body standard, whatever the fuck. There's a term for it.
I think
It's
motorboating
changed.
is motorboating, right?
Give me a
Motorboat
headache,
ass,
bro.
motorboat titty. You're motorboating,
I'm not
right?
motorboating no ass shit. That's pink eye.
That shit's giving me
That's
a
crazy.
headache. That is
You
wild.
just back there pinking up your eyes and shit, rubbing
And
it
your
all
neck's
in the
gonna
fucking,
hurt, bro. That's
What, like, isn't that salmonella in the ass or some shit?
Salmonella in the
No,
ass.
E. coli.
Oh,
It's E.
shit.
coli. You just fucking rubbing your eyes and the shit. Oh, here we go. I'm fulfilling my childhood fantasy. That's crazy, man. That's not crazy to y'all.
That is crazy.
He makes your immune system
My
strong.
man says he says salmonella in the ass. That's a wild statement. Salmonella,
Hey,
bro.
I mean,
Are you
eggs,
serious?
Look, chicken shit out eggs. Eggs have salmonella. It all, you know, you can see how I made the connection.
Okay.
If we hadn't
I see what
said
you-
a
see what you put
historical
down.
fact at this point, you can go ahead and mark
And
it again.
then, see, Nick J is more reasonable. This is what I'm on. He's like, I like sucking nipples. Motorboating feels childish. I feel motorboating is like disrespect. Like, I don't want to
I don't think it's
disrespect these things.
disrespectful.
These things
I think it's
that
just
have
like
been
you.
built out of you eating a lot. Let me respect them.
That is a shot right there. That's crazy.
No, that is
Not
not, a
every
shot.
wo-
That is a high five.
Not every girl that has big ass titties and motorboat.
What do you think titties
fat.
are made of?
Fair, but
Ah!
their body might not be. All right, you know what? This might be against TOS.
But it doesn't matter anymore.
Nah, man, shit.
That's too much work.
You gotta respect them.
As long as we're not smoking weed on whatever.
Well, some people like that. I wouldn't do that, but you know, you gotta respect the woman's body. Okay, young grasshoppers out there, when you respect the body, that's when they want you to disrespect it. But you gotta respect it first.
Maybe
You know
you
what
reached a point of respecting it that you're at a point of disrespecting it, and now you're motorboating.
That's the secret. All right, young bucks out there, let me tell you something. Listen here now. All right, what were we talking about? Alex.
I was going to talk about second harmonic distortion.
Okay. Jason says it makes your immune system strong to get E.
Okay.
coli
All right.
in your fucking eyes.
Yo, you need to be studied.
All right.
Whoever said that.
Back to the music. Yes. So, one thing that I heard was when you respect a body, that's when they want you to disrespect it. Put it on a shirt. Okay. One of us is buzzing. It doesn't matter. All right. So, I think it's the type of compression that you're using. You have auto tune, which is already doing a lot of like upper harmonic, like makes it kind of thin. And I think that's what you're hearing, where it doesn't sound very musical. And then when you do third harmonic, so third harmonic, like 1176 style compression. I'm not any type of like solid state compression. You're gonna get. It's going to make your sound punchy. It's going to make you sound like kind of cold. It's not going to make it as warm. I feel like you use autotune and then 1176 and it just enhance. Another thing about third harmonic is, and we did this like forever ago when we had Nick and everybody figure out like what the third harmonic is, and that it's like a fifth of an octave or something like that. So it's not very musical. So try switching to like an LA2I style compressor that's going to warm up your sound.
Alex.
Yep.
He said this is the first song he mixed.
It's
You gonna-
fine.
all the
I'm
terms-
throwing numbers at
Did you
him.
understand half them terms he
I
said?
didn't because I dropped out of Full Sail.
Okay.
But I will say
I was about to say, you got to explain to him what a
On-
harmonic is.
on the
Then
playback,
the harmonic
Oh,
distortion.
you can YouTube
Then
it.
an overtone.
Yeah.
And then with the LA2 a compressor. You got to explain that.
Use an LA2I for a compressor. There. That's all I have to say.
How to
you
use
use an 1176. How start on the right, not the left. There you go.
What is it called? Threshold? No, LA2A
yeah.
doesn't.
LA2A has a
gain and peak
has
reduction, doesn't
peak
it?
reduction. It has gain, and unlike all of the rest of the pieces of gear, I dropped out of full sale.
LA2A's ratio is what, 3-to-1?
It's optical. It doesn't matter. It's like a 4-to-1 ish. Yeah. No, don't put third harmonics on it. Put second harmonics on it, which is an LA2A or tube. Anything that says tube compression, anything that says optical compression, anything that says VCA. Make my mids punch more. Yeah, that. There you go.
Man, just drop that shit in Audacity and let it rock.
And then turn it to a video.
Send it to Lander.
Send it to Lander and just print it.
Oh, man, I remember when everyone was hyping up Lander.
Please no.
Me too.
Please
Oh,
no.
that was a time. That was a thing for real.
It was
Right,
SoundCloud.
yeah.
People were sending everything through Lander.
It was terrible.
Yeah, get it, man, bro. You gotta get it mastered, man. Just send it to Lander, man.
Yeah.
Sounds much better.
Blah. Yeah, so the science behind the harmonics, I'm not going to get into, but say you have like a 1K tone. A second harmonic enhances 2K. A third harmonic piece of gear enhances 3K and not 2K.
Oh.
The issue is that when you enhance when you have 1K and you're enhancing 3K, you're enhancing the fifth of the octave. So musically, you're taking the fifth, whereas if you do a second harmonic, you're just taking the octave, which is a more musical sound. And that's why I'm suggesting it, because it's not the warmth. Warmth is the side effect, but you want a more musical sound. So use an LA2A, which enhances the octave. It's a more musical overtone. There you go.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was a good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's saying he got tired of paying people, so he did it himself. So Versace, we gotta know. Give us your baseline.
Yeah.
What do you know, and what do you not know? What do you have, and what sound are you trying to achieve? Like, do you have somebody you're like, oh, I'm trying to sound like, with that type of song, it's like, okay, that style of song. I'm trying to think who would sound like that. I can't think of anybody who would sound like that. So I'm like, you have to tell us who you're trying to go for when it comes to sound, not vocal, like not your tone, not any of that. Like the sound of the overall
Like
song
the
that
mix,
you're trying to create.
what you're aiming for.
Yeah, let
Like
us
if
know.
you have a song in your session, what is that song? Like if you're aiming for something.
Hey, John, somebody in the chat just called homegirl a corner demon. That's crazy. She did not like that. She did not like that.
I told her she was going to get crucified in that corner.
He did too. You
don't have to do
existed in the
anything.
corner.
Yeah, if you exist in the corner, you get crucified.
Why?
That's welcome to the chat.
That's not fair.
That's you see how this chat room is. They're calling people autistic because the way they walk.
Nah, this chat, what I've known
That's
being
called
in
gaslighting.
the Q&A chat.
That's the theme for today.
The theme for the night is we're just gonna gaslight everybody.
I'm helping people identify gaslighting. Okay.
That's the overall. We're breaking all the TOS. We're breaking all the TOS, offending everybody, just so we can say no, we didn't.
We're teaching. Did you know?
This
We
is
are
such an
college
educational
professors.
station right here.
We gooning.
So Mr. Altismo says, depending on the frequency or note you're working with, the series changes as well. If you keep it in the same or relative key, they're at least close. I think he's talking about the harmonic or overtone series,
Right. Yeah.
which is way advanced.
It is.
For somebody who's like, I'm just playing with. I picked the preset on the EQ.
Yeah.
Yo, can I ask a personal question? Just as, to...
Only if it's about compression.
Depends on how sexual it is.
it's not sexual at all. Just because you guys are
I'm not
instructors.
answering.
I prefer an 1176. If that's what you really want to know.
I think boobs are made out of fat.
No, I'm just curious. Just artists who use traditional beat making DAWs for recording, such as somebody recording through Logic or recording through FL Studio or recording through Ableton. There's a lot of people that do that. I wanted to know if you guys would think that was a bad thing.
Yes.
I don't.
Only, and I'm really more so speaking to the dolls as they are today, because a lot of functionality is switched. Whereas now it's more catering to artists, at least in FL Studio. I can speak for FL Studio, where it's like it's okay for recording artists to record through like an FL. And I don't know where he recorded through, but I was just curious, like, is Pro Tools just a rite of passage, or do you guys not necessarily think it matters?
So where I stand is, if you're trying to, which I found this out. So Logic has surround sound now. Dolby Atmos. Didn't know that.
Logic has Atmos. Pro Tools has Atmos.
Yeah.
I think they're the only two that have Atmos.
Yeah. So if you're like using Ableton and you're like, I want to mix this in surround sound Dolby Atmos, then that's when I'll be like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't. But if you're like, I'm making a song and I'm recording it in Ableton or whatever, and I'm going to do a left-right mix, good.
Mm-hmm.
Use whatever you're good at.
And educate me, Dolby, that Atmos, that's for like spatial sound, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's funny. I know some artists who are putting shit out on like Apple Music or whatever, and
in Atmos.
but here's the thing, like certain songs like that are on DSPs, you can actually hear the spatial sound.
Yeah, Apple.
but like not everyone has that option. So like some shit, like I can turn my head left and right, and like I can hear the spatial audio.
So maybe if you're in a 3D space and you're in VR, like. But they'll mix that in Pro Tools and put that in Unreal or Unity. But it's Atmos.
It's Atmos that they're using.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was always curious about that, because like a lot of like label artists, like I can like turn my head up and down. And it's like the shit with my headphones, but also just what Apple Music provides.
How
where
much
it's like
are your
spatial.
headphones?
Like $100. They're AirPods.
And they do spatial?
It's not the headphones.
So I looked this up. Apple has their own proprietary like spatial psychoacoustics thing. It's not.
do.
It's
Yeah.
not real. What is it? It would be binaural type of.
And is
like,
that
where
only?
it's venting? They're using vents and ports. I think.
Right. It's a placement thing. It's not a spatial is Atmos.
Yeah.
And then Apple has what they call spatial, which is a placement thing, and you turn your head and the entire mix turns with it.
It'll turn with you.
Yeah.
So
I thought
it's
that
different,
was Atmos.
but they use the same name for some reason. It's confusing because I went over surround sound and I went through, because PlayStation has their own proprietary one as well.
Right.
So I went through all of them. And
Wow,
we
that's
talked
more than
surround
I do.
sound. Yeah, well,
It's
I was
not-
bored.
The time.
It's so interesting because like I'll be at the gym just like listening to my music and going left and right, and it's like it's not really like something you really need.
Can you imagine if it was just a sound? I'm gonna make just a track that's just sounds, and you're gonna be at the gym and you're like,
Yeah. But like my thing is like it's not really necessary unless you're doing something like VR, like to just
Exactly.
listen to music,
Which is why it's
with
a fad.
spatial sound is not
because
like
people
what's the
will
point?
quickly realize that why am I listening to a mix where when I turn all of the mix changes?
It's fun,
when-
kind of, but like for the moment, it's not really necessary.
No, I don't think so.
So Nick J says, I use FL Stu now.
Nice.
Okay.
Used to only use Audacity. I'm so glad he's graduated.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go back to what Nick's talking about in a second.
And then Westside says 2 songs in 2 hours, good pacing. You know this stream.
Yeah.
You know this stream.
Within 2
I
hours?
don't understand
Oh, shit.
why you think it would be different. The Crow says, Eclipse, can you ask about pull text so he can mark it off in bingo? And then Nick J says, now I switch between actual Eclipse I switched between actually Eclipse was the one to tell me to stay on Audacity a long time ago.
Let's stare at Eclipse.
I
real
was
quick.
trolling you, and that was a joke, and I am sorry
And
if
he
you have
says,
wasted your time.
And Q was like, what? But I stayed on it because it's what I'm familiar with.
Honestly, I don't believe that so much that you're gonna need to timestamp with the video. Because if I ever said that,
Look.
If you've been recording from Audacity from a joke, I feel like shit. Because that's crazy.
I mean, story of my life. Nobody listens to me until it's too late.
Who said that?
Don't
Story of my
say
life,
that.
man. I'm gonna put it on a T-shirt. Just be like,
What was
don't
the other one? Respect me till I'm dead. That was another t-shirt.
respect me
idea.
like I'm dead.
Like
It
I'm
is
dead.
a T-shirt.
Hell yeah, you did get it as
Yeah.
merch.
Yeah, and I,
VR.
every day, all day, to this day, to this day.
Can you scroll up real quick?
Okay, one sec.
I hope he's not using Audacity anymore. It's like I feel really bad. I'm not
It
recommending
says,
people to use
So
Audacity.
like an A is 440, and if you do the next octave, it's 880. It's doubled. I forget the rest of the ratios in the series. So all harmonics are is you take 440 and you just multiply it by 2 or 3
I was
or
talking
4.
into my cup.
You were. I actually
Drunk.
thought that was a really funny sound that you just made
Yeah,
too.
I said two,
two,
like-
and it was like. Yes, so 440 times 3 is your third harmonic. 440 times 4 is your fourth harmonic. And then when you talk about evens and odds, you talk about just 880 and then times 4 and times 6, all that shit.
This is why I love being a beat maker. You could just like press buttons.
You don't have to know this shit. This is what lives in my head.
Turn it.
Versace says, I listen to people like Currency and Big Crit. I'm still trying to find my sound and be comfortable where it's at. Okay, so if you listen to Big Currency and Big Crit, I listen to a lot of them. I've also done shows with both of them.
Hey.
Good times, man. Full circle. Started all my homies at Big Crit and Currency concert.
Currency's gonna be at the beach on Sunday, right?
Yeah, I'm going to pop out to that, man.
I wanna go.
Justin
Yeah,
says
just
harmonics
let
aren't
me
real.
know.
We've been
Don't have
gaslit.
fake?
Justin's teaching us a lesson about gaslighting and that harmonics aren't real.
No, if you're really trying to go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can slide. I hope that show doesn't get canceled, though. Like, because I didn't know about it until, like, a week ago.
Last time I played Currency in the club, nobody.
No, nobody will ever. No,
Nobody.
No, nobody will ever move. Like, people would be like, "Who is this dude who's slurring all his words?" But that show is probably going to be like, it's going to be full circle, man. I'm probably go backstage and say what up to him. He definitely won't remember me, but it'll be
What
full,
up?
It'll be full circle for me. But to sound like Big Currency has a very clear sound on his vocals, and he also doesn't use auto-tune because so you're doing a party sound, you're using auto-tune. Why are you using auto-tune? Like, I like knowing this about people because a lot of people just, and I've done this on the stream before, I forgot who I did it with, where I was like, they were like, I just use auto-tune because I heard
That's
other people
just-
using
yeah.
it. So why are you tuning your vocals at all?
To make the sound.
I was there when you was at the Big Crit show. We both were chilling with T.I.'s son. No, what I'm saying, yeah, that was the full circle moment. What I'm saying is I created all my homies in 2011 at Big Crit and Currency concert in Gainesville, Florida. Yeah.
And here we are.
So when I opened up for Big Crit, that's when we were with T.I.'s son and all of them. Good times.
Yeah. Justin says he'll be there too, laying waste to a mountain of cocaine.
I don't.
There's a lot of drugs.
He
out
also
there.
says
Chat,
harmonics aren't
man.
real, and we've been gaslit the entire time.
Okay.
Probably while he was doing mountain cocaine. Nick says didn't even realize that most frequency. Yeah, it's just times
Really?
a number, times a whole number.
I would have thought he knew that.
I think.
He's gaslighting us.
Yeah. I think what's cool is that when we can talk to Nick about the musicality of that, then it becomes what is that frequency in terms of notes. And that's what we did 2 years ago, where we figured out it was like an octave plus a fifth or something like that. It's not technically an in tune note, and so that's why odd harmonics, third harmonic, fifth harmonic, which is also, by the way, when you want to make a square wave, you just take a sine wave and add an infinite number of odd harmonics to it. That's a square wave. Thank you for the follow. Westside Ultra. He's beginning this. Yes. But yeah. Another fun fact is that harmonics, things like clarinets, things that are tubes, things like what you play, Nick, they only make odd harmonics. And that sound is called a Hertzholm resonator.
There it
anyway,
is.
here
There
we
go. So when I say Florida, that's like, I don't know which accent that is. I don't know if it's my southern accent
Florida,
or my
yeah.
New York accent.
I think it's the New York.
Like how I say water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Florida is like, that's my New York accent with
Mm-hmm.
it, which is rare now.
Yep. Does the harmonics work in reverse cutting? Yeah. All of the A's are all 440, 220, 555. Yep. That's how it works.
I could have swore because they teach piano with that now.
When you go.
Yeah, like middle C will be I forgot what they'll do, the frequency and the harmonic and the whatever with that.
I don't know that they did harmonic or frequencies.
Well, they would
That
do
would be amazing.
what middle C is on what frequency it is, and then they'll be like, oh, this is how you can tell because A1 is 440 or something like that. What is it, A1 is 440.
A4. It's
Is it
440.
A4? I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. But they'll do that.
Mhm.
And they'll be like, if you just remember these things, you can easily remember this is what
notes
this
are.
hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, the fuck you can't. No, you can't. All right.
The frequency of middle C is approximately, they're teaching kids, 261.63 hertz.
Well, that does sound like Common Core math.
We got that because we multiplied the turtle by the...
Got you. I'm gonna just stack for now and put auto-tune on more of the singing side to stretch it out. No. And what I'm saying, I'm not saying anything about auto-tune. It's like, first of all, you gotta learn how to use auto-tune properly and to use it it depends on what you're doing, but the best way, it's not the only way, but the best way to use it is put it on an auxiliary, so that way you have more control over it. And do it in parallel of your dry vocal, so you have more control over it, and then you can layer it, turn it up, automate it,
For
blah,
auto-tune?
blah, 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 blah. You can do it, yeah.
For auto-tune? Nah, put auto-tune right on the track.
Just put it on the track.
Yeah, just put it on.
Yeah,
You're thinking reverbs.
Yeah, well, you can do that with the, because
You're going to get doubling, and that's going to be fucking terrible.
He's done it before. If you send the dry to the reverb, turn the dry really, really low, and then make the auto-tune one the main.
Yeah, that could work.
That's like those. It is all those different techniques,
Right.
but that's what I would typically do. If you want the dominant to be auto-tune, you would turn the dry all the way low, but you want the dry to be the reverbs. You don't want the reverb be the auto-tune one. Then you would do all of that stuff. But learn about what I just talked about, okay? That's where we're talking. If you're going to use auto-tune, there's a lot of different ways to use it, and there's a lot of different things that you should learn about it. Until then, try to get your recordings clear.
Yeah.
Try to get them sounding good, meaning your microphone should sound good, your audio interface should sound good. When you have good clarity, then add a compressor, then start playing around with EQs, then start doing things, because the object is record your music as good as possible, so in the DAW you don't have to do too much. And then when you get something that's really good and sounds good, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just touch it up, and I'm gonna add this, I'm gonna add that, then even if you're wrong with it, you'll still at least have a good foundation, and then it becomes tweaking that foundation. What you sent in now is like the microphone quality is bad.
Thank you for following BP.
And if all else fails, send it to Lander.
Yeah, so get your microphone quality
I
sounding
didn't say
clear,
he said it.
and then start moving those faders. So like, try this as an experiment, as a teaching experiment for yourself.
Social experiment.
Record the song. Do not put any effects on anything. Record to the beat, and then use the faders to make yourself sound good. And do that, and sit there for hours trying to make, like, when you do your layers, try to make it sound like a real song just off of using faders without using any plugins. And when you do that, you'll start learning a lot about sound because you're using your ears. And then you can be like, oh man, it sounds too muddy, or it sounds like it sounds too boomy. And now you're starting to get the terminology. You're developing the terminology yourself, even though that is the terminology that's used in the industry. You're developing it yourself because you're like, why does it sound like this in all my layers? And it's because that's a certain frequency that you can cut out, because you're like, okay, I need it to sound a little bit thinner. Then you'll be like, okay, I made it sound thin, but now I want it to sound big. How do you make it sound big? You can start looking up these things and looking up all these techniques, but you can do a lot of that stuff without plugins. And then when you get to the part where you're like, oh, I could just use a plugin, your ear is better trained to reach that result.
There you go.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
I remember the BP oil spill.
Which one?
Yeah. The BP.
All right.
Oh, are we gonna do more music? That's crazy.
We might. I
That's
mean, we don't
crazy.
have that. We don't have that many submissions, man. There's no point. Let me stop.
We got at least double.
It's okay. Yeah, double was
A4
4.
used to be 432. Some folks still use that. Some folks still use that because it makes the harmonics
So
upper.
Arab music is 432 for
Yeah, meditation music is too. It makes the harmonics line up in a way that makes them more pointed and less, I don't know how to describe it, less flat and more pointed.
You have to have perfect pitch to like hear that. So
You do though. You do. You really do. There is a feeling to it. It does change the feeling for sure. The BP oil spill.
Eclipse, you want us to do you or
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right, so you sent over a track with Just Adam.
Yeah.
Called Better With Time. And your love letter says, do you want to read this out loud?
No.
See how difficult it is?
Nah, cause
read it. Read it.
No, it literally
Read it.
says,
Read it.
It literally says that I'm going to probably just talk about it.
Nope, wrong. It says, I'm probably gonna. You flipped your words around. Don't use your phone. Read it off of this screen that's 500
can't
feet
even
away.
see that shit.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
You want me to read it?
No, man. I'll just talk.
You know
about
you can
it.
increase the size of the Chrome window, right?
Yeah, yo, just Control Plus.
Yeah, Control Plus.
You see, where's the keyboard?
Right there in front of you.
That's not hooked up. Where's that keyboard? You see?
right there in front of you.
Now I got to do a whole crunch to get to that keyboard. Why am I doing all of that?
It's not even a crunch.
That would be a crunch.
Dude,
You were
a
closer to
mini
the
squat.
laptop.
Do you see how
you
my-
were closer
my-
to the laptop than I am to your
ab
screen?
muscles are decompressed and released right now.
well,
if I sit up,
get
you
back-
got to go.
Get back in the gym. Get back in the gym.
I am in the gym.
All right. So what's the problem?
I did crunches today.
All right. So what's the problem?
So why I got to do another? So read it.
He's gonna have to
I
stand up
can't
at some
see it,
point
nigga.
too.
I
All
can't
right.
see it.
He says, I'm probably going to talk about this on the stream, but this is a song produced by me.
Oh my god.
Oh, Cole. I'm not making this up.
Yo, just let me just talk about it. God
I'm not
damn.
making this up. Produced by me, called Better With Time by Just Adam. He said his album Measured Twice Cut Once is out now on all platforms. Run it up. Now talk about it.
Jesus Christ.
But
Well,
you
yeah.
could have just read it and then talk about it.
I couldn't see that shit.
Fucking difficult.
Closer to your laptop to actually zoom in.
Whatever.
Anyways, man, this is a song called Better With Time. It's by my homie Just Adam.
Did you write that down? Oh, I thought you were reading
No,
off your
nigga.
phone. I thought you were reading off your phone.
Oh my god.
I was say you came in here with a real
No.
dissertation.
But I had
All right,
all this
y'all.
ready.
All right, chapter 1.
All right.
What we were doing when we thought about writing this.
All right,
song.
so me and Just Adam had started working on this song today.
Nah, man. Nah, so the song's called Better With Time. It's about me and the homie Just Adam. I'm the producer, of course. The album's called Measure Twice, Cut Once. It actually just dropped 2 weeks ago, May 30th, on all streaming platforms. Go check it. But he was actually done with this album. And I had released an edit, a Drake and Party Next Door edit with this beat. And he was like, nah, I need this for the album. So that's kind of how it came together. But yeah, man, Just Adam's the homie. Probably one of the most underrated artists from Chicago right now. Better than most lyricists I know. I love him. So yeah, hope y'all like it.
All right.
That wasn't so hard.
Nah, it wasn't. He did read it off his phone. Yeah, pour us some.
I can't stand you, bro.
I like this whole bartender. I think I'm gonna do all our guests as the bartender.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I like this.
Chapter 1, these.
Hey, give me like 2 seconds. All right, let's go. Somehow, it always feel like perfect timing. I hear beats, somehow I line up with the way my life is. Where it's been going, couldn't tell you, I just know I'm trying. When my best ain't enough, I get so defiant. I keep on going until God wanna cut the loop off. That's my DJ, we ride until he tear the roof off. After 25 each year, it's just another new cost, and another new cost, and another... Yeah, 30 this year, I just get better with time. I think it's strange that people hide from their age, it's a sign. You ain't mature enough to recognize we just getting wiser. I'm far from my peak and I'm far from my prime. I owe my parents new whips and some more dollar signs. Since they don't care about material, that might be my pride. Devil creeping, I don't see him, but I know he's disguised. Your self-esteem speak volumes through the way that you lie. Karma called me up and told me y'all gon' pay a little fine for all that sneak dissing. I can even feel it online. Y'all be trying to spit game to these females and slides. It's sad to say that little Gucci logo don't come with style. My whip started with a 0, but I'm packing on miles. Cause I ain't standing still, I'm trying to get this shit off the ground. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now. Like what? Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I'ma be here for a while. I'm gonna be here for a while. For a long dance. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna be here for. Yeah. I want you to know my time. I'm here for a while. I'm gonna be here for a while. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna be here for a while. I want you to know my time is short. Yeah. Just call me when you get the message. Yeah. Call me when you finally got a new perspective. Call me back. Call me when you tired of feeling bad about all the things that you don't have, cause you ain't trying, you just living reckless. Damn. Call me when you get me back. Just call me when you. Hey. Call me when you. Just call me back. Yeah.
I like that effect right there.
Yeah.
Where's Just Adam live?
Chicago.
Okay. Did you add some like some modular stuff, like modular distortion to the keys, like
to the sample?
like
nah.
bring it down, like make it go down when it hit the chord, like.
No, really just all I added on that shit was side chain, reverb. That's it.
Oh man, the girl got caught on her cell phone. This is why you don't send voice memos.
That's his mom.
She got caught. Don't send no voice memos. Don't ever get caught slipping. You're gonna be on somebody's rap song.
You know,
some way, somehow.
That's why you gotta show out in your voice memo. So like, if you on a rap song, it's like
you gotta have a producer tag of yourself on your.
John,
hey yo, it's me.
John actually had it was one of these streams where he was talking about rappers who put the voicemail, like nobody, like the person who actually left the voicemail had no intention on having that show the song. It was like a year ago or something like that. He was like, the rappers that put the voicemail at the end of the song, bro, like you didn't get consent for that. Like,
they never do.
But nah, man, that was his mom. That was his mama. But yeah, man. So that's the track off of Just Adam. All streaming platforms. Cut twice, measure once. Album out now. And that was my little contribution, man. That was my beat.
Me and Ann said this. Said you want to do a shot? I'm like, I gotta talk.
Yeah, no, I did the shot with him. He just wants a bottoms up, and that's not happening.
Trying to get us drunk.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling, man.
Who did was it he gave you something, did the vocal mix?
No, so I sent him the beat. I can actually his engineer is the engineer who's been with him for like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
His engineer let me actually pull the credits up on Apple Music because I can actually give you, not that it matters for whatever I'm about to say, but I'm just gonna give you just a name drop just because like I think he deserves it. Just because he's been Just Adam's like engineer from like day one.
He put in the time because that was a well dialed in vocal chain.
It was.
Yeah, my bad, John. Darion Jackson is the mixing engineer. So he is a local Chicago engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know all of his credits, but he's done engineering for a lot of Chicago artists that are well known and unknown. And so when I listen to like all of Just Adam's tracks, like one thing I can obviously outside of just his pen, and maybe you might have like a different perspective, but everything just sounds clean to me and clear. And that's like my simplistic like.
For that, it was like clear. It was warm without being muddy. You could definitely get the chest voice, like the gravelly voice, but it was all there. That like that feel, that texture, without being like it's just good. It's what I was just talking about with using this types of compressors. Those types of compressors bring out those textures. Mm-hmm. That's why you guys want to get good at certain things. You're used to EQing. Start moving on to how do compressors affect your sound.
Yeah, I sent him the beat. I think his engineer did some mixing onto my beat and some mastering to it.
That makes sense though.
My ear can't really hear all of those intricacies,
especially the low end, which was what I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
How does the low end sound in your house versus what he did?
So here's the thing. So just out of like a lot of the producers that he raps over, they have that SoundCloud thump, and I think you know what I'm talking about. So when he takes the beats over to the engineer, what I've actually appreciated by this Darion Jackson dude is he doesn't take any of it out because it's like a big thing.
But that's a knock. What about the?
What do you mean?
The did you hear it here?
What do you mean?
Did you hear
like clipping? Like clipping?
No, the of low end, 60 hertz.
No,
you didn't hear it. Me
No.
neither. Where is it?
What are you trying to say?
Where is the 60 hertz? Where's the where?
I have lost
the
my
vocal,
60
the vocal
hertz.
chain, the top end, like everything sounds good. It sounds like boom bap, but also boom bap has the like of the bass.
Oh,
the
like a
low
sub.
End. Yes, 60 hertz.
Okay. Honestly, that was just like me just blanking for ideas of a sub because I wanted to add a bass line to it. I don't
you
know.
didn't put one in.
I didn't know. I didn't put anything at all. There is no bass.
Oh, that's
Now,
why.
So if you hear any sort of low end,
And he
so
calls
I
himself a
didn't.
professional.
shout out. So hold on. So as one other shout out that I forgot to give, Forest Fire. Him and a couple of other musicians came out with a sample pack. That sample that I used. So the thing is, when I was making the beat, that sample had already had like a low end, and I actually cut it down a few hertz because
Talking about
it
the
was
keys.
yeah, like the vocals, everything, all of that I was chopping up, and I would like it's all like sampled and chopped
Yeah,
up.
cut all that
Obviously,
shit out, yeah.
I manipulated it, but the original sample, it had its own sub bass, and so like I actually cut the hertz down on the low end because I don't know, it kind of felt like it was overpowering things. So but I could still hear the bass so much so that I was like, I don't think I need to add my own like bass line underneath.
Yeah, and I'm
So
talking about like 40 hertz, not 60. More of like a
okay
underneath the kick, like
okay
like underneath it. So
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can, so that's you have like you got the knock and you can nod your head to it, but you're not feeling it on your back.
Yeah. I turned it down. Like I thought that the original samples bass line was kind of like overpowering. I mean, it was good for the sample, but for my drums, which the snare's kind of light, but the kick is a little pump. I don't know. I side chained it underneath and I cut it down a little bit. I left all the mid range and the high end, but I actually cut down the original samples bass. So maybe I shouldn't have cut it down that much, but when I could still hear it so much that I was like, I don't think it needs it. And I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah, it's not bad. That's why I was asking. In your house, did you hear it versus like after you got this? Is it gone?
Oh, is it gone? I
Yeah.
I don't think any low end that I still left in when I had made the edit, like the Drake and what's his name? Party Next Door edit that I had.
Did you clear those samples?
Absolutely not. I'm a SoundCloud. I'm a SoundCloud producer, bro. We don't clear nothing. It's called Catch Me If You Can. That's the game I play.
Love it.
No. And there's some tricks on SoundCloud. If you turn off monetization, if you disable download, there's a way that you can get around copyright strikes. But no, yeah, his engineer is used to mixing like SoundCloud producer beats, and I have to specify SoundCloud producer beats because Alex will talk about the clipping that he'll hear in certain beats, and he'll understand it. It's like a lot of engineers will, like, if an artist wants that type of beat, they'll literally they'll mix it and master it, and then all that thump is just completely gone. And I didn't hear that. It sounded like my beat, so I don't even know if he did anything with my beat. He might have just did a really good job at mixing and mastering of the vocals.
I mean, you can, if you understand your DAW fully, you can take something that comes in pretty clipped and maintain that clipping without having any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
Dick.
Yeah.
That was the one.
That fills in every blank.
Nah, Alex, so too many times have I heard a lot of engineers just break the beat because it's not by the book in terms of
Right.
it clipping. And I don't know that there's a lot of engineers that know how to keep that in while making clean mix.
It's sometimes it's the DAW itself, but like a lot of I used to build a mastering chain and then mix into that, so I knew exactly how loud everything was. And then I started just not because I would let the DAW clip it, and it just sounds nice. Is that West Side?
Yeah. West Side, you very much are. You're a beautiful one too, by the way. 100%.
You can drink whatever kind of martini you want.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I mean, I when I was saying that, I wasn't saying anything about it was bad. It was just like
I know
I wanted
yeah.
to know if it was like if it was taken out by the mastering engineer or whatever, but
it wasn't there to begin with. This year,
The DAW do be clipping it. Yes.
okay.
Which
Versace Sensei says, "Damn clips, send me drugs too." And then Westside Ultra says, "The events y'all do make me want to live out in Florida for real. Texas slacking where I'm at. Where are you? I forgot where he's at. In
all
Texas.
right, yeah, hold on.
Because if you're in Dallas, there's a lot going on in Dallas.
If you're
man.
in Dallas or Houston,
there's a lot going on in Houston too.
I came from Texas. I came from a shitty city, and I came from Houston, so I know both worlds. Orlando is great if you have something you need here, but don't just come to Florida just because you haven't looked under every rock in Texas. That's just my opinion.
Don't move on vacation.
That too. Oh yeah, see, John. I knew that back when I went to college in 2015 at Full Sail, but when I met John, like before I could even get the idea of like getting a sense of the palm trees and the beach and falling into that like type of, John was like, "You will die out here." It's like, yo, and honestly,
And
like
then here you are.
Yeah, I'm straight. I love it in Orlando coming from Texas, but like it just depends on the.
Took him a while to get his feet underneath him.
That's a fact. I'd take that. But the city in comparison, depending on where you're coming from in Texas, you might not have looked hard
How do
enough
we
for
have
lit shit in
26
Texas.
people watching this shit?
I mean, people love us, man.
People
That is true.
love us.
People love us.
When we speak, the stock market goes up.
I need to keep speaking because this is shitty.
I wish we could manipulate. Hey, what's up, YouTube? These are the stocks that I'm looking at today. We all should buy this option.
This morning,
Shit. YouTube. Start some market manipulation shit. Well, I'm here for it.
you want to do another song? Do we feel like we got another song in us?
Yeah. Westside says, "Nah, I'm gonna pop out to Orlando for real. My dad's from there." In a sense, that is weird.
Sense,
metaphorically.
What sense
Metaphorically, he's from
What does
Orlando.
in a sense mean?
He's from Miami, so he's from like my dad's from Orlando, kinda. Nah, but yeah, I mean, if you pop out to Orlando, let me know because we probably got something going on. So you can pop out with me. I'm always around. I'm always doing something.
You know.
Yeah, so just hit me up. Y'all know how it be. Y'all know how it is.
Cosmically speaking, he's from Orlando.
I think coming from Texas, yo, I think like Orlando's a cool like transition. Like, you know, like outside of the tourists that on iDrive and whatnot. It's,
But who goes over there when you
nobody
live here?
that's from here.
When you live here,
Not
you
a
don't go over
single
there.
Yeah.
person.
Unless you have the Disney year pass thing.
There's some restaurants, but that's not even iDrive. That's Lake not Lake, but Buena Vista.
Disney Springs.
Dr. Phillips.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Coming from Texas, I saw a difference, but
On the spectrum, he's from Orlando.
He said his dad was out there in his 20s. He was out there building bikes. He talks about it like it's heaven on earth. That's interesting. So in his 20s, how old is he now?
Is he from Bithlo? Which is
If he was
technically
If
Orlando.
he was
but-
building bikes, it was probably Alafaya to Harley Davidson over there. Or off of Colonial, so he was getting prostitutes and stuff.
this might sound like
you know how it is over here in Orlando.
this might sound like a cynical take. It's probably the alcohol, but like
OBT,
if you're willing to just
OBT.
like accept that like this could be your last day on Earth, come on through.
Damn.
Like, come on through. Like as long as you can like accept that and move accordingly, like come on through.
55. So 55, he would have been out here in his 20s, in the 80s, 90s. Oh, he went to the beach a lot.
To watch people get hanged?
Nah, the rave. Nah.
Oh, shit.
The raves.
Alex.
Beecham was huge in the 80s and 90s for rave scene.
Yeah, I
They were,
remember
like,
that. Yep.
Huge. So
Not
they
when
were
I was here, I
That's when
remember
they.
hearing
That's when they could party till
4
6,
in the
7
morning.
a.m.
Yeah.
What happened? It's
A
like hip-hop
couple
club
girls
now.
died in there, and
See
that's
what I'm saying?
So that's the reason why there's the 2 a.m. alcohol thing because of the Beecham.
I thought it was a state law though.
No, it's Orlando. It's a city ordinance.
Well, yeah, because if you go down south or even like
Yeah.
to the west a little bit, you can drink till like 4 or 5 o'clock. So
yeah,
yeah,
so that's why because of the Beecham back in
And
the
now it's
90s.
like
there was a recording
midnight.
artist who passed away at the Beecham too, like 4 or 5 years ago. He was like a pop artist, up and coming pop artist.
That was Plaza Live.
That was
You talking
Plaza-
about
yeah,
the-
talking
you
about.
talking about the girl who got shot?
Yeah, yeah,
Christina Grimm.
I was 2
Yeah.
blocks. I was 2 blocks away from that.
That's wild.
Yeah, good times, man.
Yeah.
Not
But it's
really,
great,
but
man. Like the food is cool. You know, the weather's nice.
A lot of food out here.
A lot, especially a lot of good
everywhere,
Latin
though.
food, man. Like this city,
You
and
gonna-
Latin food.
You gonna roll with me and matching turtlenecks? It's a little too hot out here to
It
wear
is.
a turtleneck. You
It
get
is.
about 2 days a year and you can rock a turtleneck.
What 2 days are those?
Thanks, Ultra.
Yeah, Justin says he remembers when that happened. Yeah, I was in the Milk District when that happened, 2 blocks away from Plaza Live. And everybody
Off-brand
was
sweat.
like, "Yo, man, they just shot blah 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 over there," and I was like, "Oh, true."
Damn.
Not cause I mean I was like, we had to perform. We were literally performing.
Got a job to do.
You were there. Good times.
Wait, what? Oh, that was Wahid?
No, that was me. That was me and the homies. It was what's his name was doing his birthday party.
What year?
Epe was there too
From
A lot of drunk
from
nights.
the UK.
London,
yeah.
yeah.
A lot of drunk nights in Orlando. I don't remember.
No, you weren't there. This is before we knew you. This is old.
Yeah, yeah.
Good times, man. Good times.
What's up, off-brand sweat?
Next song.
Good John saying good times. Oh, you know, good times.
Hey man, when you've been on the trenches, when you've been in the
You've
trenches and
seen
you done
some
seen
shit.
a lot, like, and you just reminisce on it, it's like, hey man, you listen to anybody's whole war stories. They be like, those were some of the best times, but some
Just
of the
all
worst
of your
times.
friends getting shot.
Yeah, man. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I
Who's
learned a
this?
lot. I learned a lot about myself. Up next is Nick J. Sent the track called Rip My Own. What is this? Read this. What does this say?
I can't see it.
Rip. Rip my own. Rip my own.
I think it's Japanese.
Okay. I don't speak that language.
I love the consistency of that's Korean actually.
Is it?
Yeah, I can tell the character. It looks like Korean characters. Those are like.
How'd you learn how to... Why does it say Space Jam?
Alter Ego.
Is that enough? I wanna talk, I wanna love, I wanna grow, I want my hands on the eyes. She wanna hop in the wheel with me, wonder where we going, like what do we see? We ain't doing shit, this is for me. I get in the way, you understand? I feel like I'm everything that I say. I know I am a fact.
This is definitely Space Jam. This ain't Nick J.
I can't go back. That ain't how to act. I ain't sipping on the heart. Smoking down with a side. Young nigga from the 3.
There isn't a camera on screen. There isn't a camera on screen.
Is that enough? I wanna sign, I wanna love, I wanna grow, I want my hands on the eyes. She wanna hop in the wheel with me, wonder where we going, like what do we say? We ain't doing shit, this is for me. I get in the word, you understand?
These niggas bleed steaks, rolling like that. Don't deal with cheapskates, nigga.
You can't write no mistakes for the most part. They never get home to hear me lie. I would feel like God.
Nice. This is Nick J. That was Space Jet. There's a difference. No, that was him. Yeah. Okay. Eclipse is going to talk about this 'cause John is stuck in between a drink and a mouse. Also, too, what's the West Side said? Didn't get rickrolled, you got space jizzed. How old is it, Nick J? He said this is old. How old is it? That was like a nightmare in song form.
It's hard to like judge a song when I see the visual at the same time because I get this entirely different idea in my head as opposed to if I were just playing this in the car or just playing this in the background. So like I feel like I'm gonna give it more props than I should give it because of the aesthetic, and I can look at it and say, okay, this was the idea of something, and not I can tune out the lyrics, right? I can tune out the vocals, I can tune out whether you sounded good or not, and just look at this as like something like an idea. And I'm always gonna say like this might not be some shit to play like in the car, but like I could just see this as some sort of aesthetic for something. I don't know what particularly. Give me a couple minutes to figure that out, but like I understand like the aesthetic of it, you know. And I think if you didn't have the video, I might have something more negatively to say.
West Side says stop being so positive.
It's hard, man. Like I don't know, like if this is Space Jit because it was under a different name, like I know what he's done in the past, and I know that's like his whole spill is like trippy video, back vocals.
I think he's still doing that. It's just better now.
You know, it sounds like trippy drug rap.
Well, what you said is key. Where you were like, you know, watching a video makes you see the idea. I want people to like focus on what he just said because I've said it 400 million times here on the stream before. Yeah, where I'm like, make a video to it so people can get the idea of what you're doing, so you can kind of put that down their throat, and then you can set the tone. It needs a video because
you said that before?
Blah, blah, I've said it a bunch of times. So
I've never heard you say it before.
What you're saying is super key because since you have the video, you're like, okay, I get it, I can feel it, I understand it, I get what it's going for. Now, sometimes people send stuff without the video, and you're just like, I don't like how it sounds.
Well, that's where I would want to ask like what his intentions truly are, is like someone who wants to be a recording artist or someone who wants to make like video ideas. And the reason why I say that is because like the videos are cool, but like if the goal is to just have music that people can play in the car, you're not always going to have the video in front of you, and then my critiques would start to come into like, what the hell are you talking about, and why can't I hear you enough, and the beat could be more you know, not so like grim, but that's good. I don't want to call it a crutch, but it's like I would just need to know like what is the intention? Like is he trying to be like an artist, like a recording artist, or is he trying to make like video content? Because then there would be a lane, and I could say, okay, this is what you're doing. Then I could just say, okay, this would be great. But then my critiques would just you know, they would be different based off of what it is he actually wants to do. And I don't know that. I don't know if he wants to be somebody who just like listens to like an artist, or someone who just makes like creative Adult Swim type videos, because I'm always gonna like reference that's like the best thing that I can do is like reference that. Like,
well, everything you said is marketing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's everything you just said is like, well, if this, if that. So you hear that and you're like, okay, I have to market it as such, so I don't get that, because this creates feelings that aren't like that.
Yeah.
So let me market it in tandem with this.
I will say, he said that this is about a little over 2 years old, and it is his Space Jit stuff, so I'm happy to see where he is now, even if he's making weird, wild stuff. And he's still making weird, wild stuff, but I feel like he's got significantly more control over his production now than he ever had.
I also don't like that, though. I don't like the I made this at this particular time, like, crutch. Like, that's a thing. Like, yo, this was like 3 years ago.
Oh, you saying when people say it?
When people like timestamp their material, I don't, and I'm not saying that was the intention to like make me not want to be as negative or hard on it, but it's like, I don't care. Like, though, you don't need to say that. And
Farmers
like,
market.
if I don't know, and if you're gonna say it, it doesn't make me look at it any different. Just say, oh, well, maybe his shit now is better. And I don't know why you said it. Maybe that wasn't the case, or that's not what it was for. Like that wasn't the purpose of telling us that it was old. I don't know why people send old stuff. Anyways, to begin with,
I feel like it's literally just old shit.
In his defense, I
Okay.
think he said that because he has completely changed. He literally said he changed his name. He found God. Blah 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 blah. So he, for him to be like, "This is old," that literally was a different version of him.
But we heard. Well, I guess my point is we've heard so much of old you. So what would be the purpose of sending?
I think just to have something on the show.
Yeah,
we had like 2 submissions. So
okay.
He just
then
sent
my
some
bad.
shit,
If it was just something just to show, then that's fine. But him aside, there is people who do that thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
I
I made this like 4 years ago, so don't go too crazy.
I'm 12 years old. I made this song when I was 8, bro. I'm sending it in now.
And they do it as like a defense mechanism to like not make you go so hard on the critiques.
Right.
I don't like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But with him, I think there was a reason. There is a reason why he's like, because when you heard it, it's like, okay, this isn't who he is anymore.
Right.
This is his old stuff because he sounds completely different now.
Which I'm happy about.
Okay.
Hence my point.
And so like if we didn't know this was him, it doesn't sound like the new version of him. You'd be like, who is like you wouldn't be like, who is this? But you would be like, oh man, that's like so different from what you're doing.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I mean, well, like I'm glad you're evolving. Like I don't know.
Yeah. His
Good
low
shit.
end has gotten.
No, so also old shit can also be good shit and new. You know what Jameson does? So a homie of mine,
The
named
liquor?
JMSN, the actual singer, all those songs that he has released have been out for 2 years or a year. All he's doing is saying new song out on iTunes. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing, and he's releasing.
I fucking love that.
And he's releasing B-roll footage of the video on YouTube.
But that's okay.
No, but he's not. But he's not doing the like. This is old. He's still marketing songs from years ago. But it was Miami bass. 2 years ago, nobody knew what Miami bass was.
Right.
And then he did it, and right now. Everybody knows what Miami bass is. So everybody's like, oh, man, Soft Spot is amazing. That song is 2 years old.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Like
there's nothing wrong with that.
Uploaded edits that are old, and that's okay. It's not the releasing the old shit.
Jameson is not a bad singer in real life.
Yeah.
I've seen him
I've
live
seen him
like 3
multiple
times.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the defense mechanism behind like stating it, like to make you not want to judge it a certain way or to give it some sort of grace because it's old. Like I don't like the upfront like dialogue of just saying like, hey, this is an old shit. Don't judge me. Well, they're not saying that, but that's basically what I want to say. But if you just upload old shit, like I got music like edits that like I started 6 months ago, 9 months ago. I've uploaded shit that was 2 years ago. Nobody would ever know because I wouldn't say that in the description. But
my favorite part about what he's saying, not you,
what West Side
saying, is that you could call Jameson right now.
Yeah,
like that's it. This isn't as a fan level. We are like he is legitimately friends with this guy.
So I mean I've heard his live. I've heard his recordings live, done actually mixed on a console with no reverb. Nothing. I've heard it. Maybe something that he's done has sound terrible, but I have heard him sing to a room full of live people
pinch of sake?
with no reverb, no auto tune, nothing, playing guitar, and he sounds amazing. I mean, if you listen, I can pull up a song.
That's cool.
I can pull up a song
Perfect.
of his right now,
sir.
and we can analyze it, and I can show you that those are his dry vocals. Because they are his dry vocals. We've actually had a conversation about how those are his dry vocals. So maybe what you have with that person is just bad. Just
Just a demo.
That's
You
probably
said it
why
was
it
a
ain't
demo,
out.
right?
That's probably why it ain't come out. Because if you listen to if you go listen to Fuck You, me and him have had conversations about this. I've had him call my class and talk about this song because I use it as an example of like how you do not need to know what you're doing to make good music if you know
what good music is.
If you know how to, if you know your tones and you know your room. And so if you listen to Fuck You, anytime he sings and he's singing in that, if he pulls away from the mic, you can hear the room that he's recording in. which is the room at his house. And all of that, he just added just a little bit of reverb, and that's it.
He sang and then did this to get the reverb. Nice.
So I can play it. Should I play a second of it?
Sure. We're already demonetized in 98% of the world.
Well, is it? It's Cruel Intentions, actually. So
You forgot that.
yeah,
I know.
I don't know how to spell. I had to do a crunch just now.
Hey guys,
I'm feeling it in my abs.
I gotta get up a little early, so I think I might head out.
Okay.
Oh well, you don't want to hear this real quick?
I'll listen to it before I do.
All right,
Taxes was
This
feeling.
is called the taxes song.
Did you do your taxes?
Yo, get YouTube Red, dog. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, it just blocked. I mean, it blocks ads, but I'm on Opera. My ad blocker's
1.2
on
million.
Chrome. Why is this going so slow? Yeah,
Internet's slow.
Jesus Christ, 9 years ago. Jesus. All right, so let's go here if it will even play because Opera is.
This song is called Spinning Circle Song.
Well, no, Opera's just like we're not doing it. So listen to the vocals on this song. This is all room. This is dry vocals, and you can hear the room. So turn your speakers up. I'm gonna shut up.
I got so much on my mind about everything, oh baby.
Those aren't. This is raw.
Wish I could turn back.
That's not. That's a
Yeah. Everybody wants to fuck someone else, wanna feel the thing they never felt when they was with you. Yeah. Alright. My girl would tell me go get some help. I try and try, but I can't seem to figure out the issue here. What's the issue? At the end.
This is when the reverb and stuff comes in. But if you turned your speakers up, you can literally hear the room that he's in, and that's raw vocals.
Justin says they be putting tariffs on internet speed.
They do, and then I got signed out. All right,
now you have to do another crunch.
You said you're heading out of here. You got to wake up early.
Sure do, man.
It's a pleasure seeing you as always. Please hang out more with us.
I don't know the password.
Oh, now we're going red.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody say bye to Eclipse.
Oh, you want me to change the camera? So it's like, oh no, because then they'll see my password. Jesus Christ. No. All right, sir. All right, brother. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
drive safe.
Tune
sir.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want to be a bartender? All right, go ahead. Do your reveal. Okay.
What did
never
they
mind.
call you?
The corner demon. All right, do
You have a microphone. You can yell at them now.
Do your reveal, and you got a microphone, so you're gonna start reviewing. We got how many songs we got left?
140.
All right, we got. Is October still hanging out?
That's a good
What
question.
about Exorcist Ultra and Nandram and Jalen? Are these guys here?
I saw Jalen here and there.
Yeah, I haven't seen. What
was that?
Eclipse dodged a bullet. What bullet did he dodge?
Dodge the pleasure of getting to hear your song, JV.
Oh, is Jalen? Yeah,
That's
Jalen's
him.
here.
That's
Okay.
him.
So I don't think October's here anymore. October probably went to sleep.
He's the one that's from Siberia, right? What's that?
Something
Iceland?
like that. No, that's Jork.
Jork?
No,
October's
that's not Jork. That's Kyrie.
Kyrie.
He literally is on an oil rig. That's why he disappears for months because he's on an oil rig.
Jork's from what?
I'm
Quebec.
pretty sure he's from Iceland.
Quebec.
All right. So we're gonna drop down. Who is this person? Who's in this row? I don't know. Whoever they are, they say it's feature I did for someone a little while back. Drunk Ultra versus Go Stupid. Oh, so you were drunk when you made this? Really? Let's see how mature he sounds. Let's see. This is Drunk Ultra.
He's actually making good points about the last song.
About the what?
The last song.
Who is?
The Jameson. Westside.
Oh, okay. Listen.
I don't know your man's bitch, I don't know your bro. I do know that one hoe you claim to be your skinny pole. Bitch keep claiming she my main bitch, don't get exposed. Right now I choose to keep everything on the fucking low. I've been grinding by my lonely, don't need no one by my side. Survived another year, so I bought a new 4-5. But still they wanna fucking envy, and I really don't know why. It's probably cause I made more and they over 25. You a grown ass man, and ain't got shit to your name. So the same, staying 10 toes and rocking with my gang. Same old clothes, brand new crib, and a couple brand new chains. Brand new speakers, always bumping, neighbors always gon' complain. I might take his life soon as I'm fed. Oh, less pussy kept on talking through a tube, that boy got fed. What? Where you going, where you running to? He said he bet you 50, but that pussy is not bulletproof. And on my soul, bitch, I'm not into you. You can die for all I care, I ain't no Drake, I will not spit for you. Pimp slap a hole, then have to spit on you. You cannot benefit me, ho, so how the fuck could I spit shit on you?
All my bitches freaks, I'm on my PT. By now I know your songs can't fit that shit that's on my GT. Can't split your dumb, no price on it, I pop out for the free. Ain't losing sleep by rapping shit, your songs comedic relief. Oh God, you know. But I'm laughing stock, walk him down, I get back to talk. You know name, make a ditty bops. I'm on stage, 250 a pop for me to show face. Money off top, my bitch got a bitch and they both live block. I don't need new friends, making no women's do. You say me, bitch, body's gon' drop. Get your check for no respect, little bitch, I like it violent, Get your check, talk out your neck. Little bitch, I like it silent. I can't let y'all get away with corny raps and think you styling. I mean all the disrespect, I'm nothing like y'all boys been hiding, huh? ULTIA came out to play, I've been outside. Where the fuck y'all at? Throwing rocks and quick to leave you. Play with me, take cities off the map. Prepare to God, then killing them off. I'm popping my shit, then taking it all, yeah.
Was Eclipse making them the other way? Coke with rum. This is a little sweet. I liked it though. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sound of that gasoline drink.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. But what side, when you saying raw vocals need to be mixed super well, that is true. It's a very open song, though. So there's not many instruments for his vocals to compete with. And, I mean, you can honestly make an argument saying that those aren't mixed well because you hear the room.
I think more we're so used to hearing compression that it doesn't have the sound of compression on it. And like this had compression on it. And you knew it had compression on it. Jameson stuff is very natural, which I think could be jarring to people who are so used to compression.
It can make you be like, huh, well, that's different. It'll make you say, like, that's different.
Right.
Yes, you can have a natural reverb in a room for aesthetic. Yes,
sure.
You can.
For sure.
I play a bunch of our old stuff where the reverb was natural as hell because we were in vaulted ceilings.
It's a thing.
So about this West Side Ultra song, did that light just turn red by itself? It's just turning colors by itself?
Yeah, I think when he got up, he hit the cycle button. Okay. So we're just gonna have different colors.
Yeah, we'll live with it. You know, we're in a club right now.
I don't know. I don't really have any notes. He sounded like he had a good vocal chain. It just was like a freestyle to me that it is what it is.
The recordings sound good. I didn't retain anything from the song, but the recordings sound good.
Exactly. I don't stand a chance on this bingo card, by the way.
What was the song about?
I have no idea.
Like for real.
It was a song. That's as far as I've gotten.
That's how I feel. It's like, yeah, it was a song. Did you I'm now you're a bartender. Did you what was the song about? You got a microphone right there.
I didn't choose this.
You're here now.
Yeah, it wasn't a choice. I did not retain anything from the song. If
Okay.
that's what you're looking for.
We did mention Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop was
definitely
mentioned
mentioned
today.
that,
Yeah, I'm calling that.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
He said it was
16.
called 250 or some okay. He said he was just talking shit, to be honest. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't retain anything though.
I like how it sounded though.
There it is.
Okay.
That's how I feel. Whatever you did, keep doing what you did. Just make it more memorable.
But how?
I don't know.
And I don't know. It's like I would like that's one of those songs where you listen to it and you're like, did I listen to that song? And you rewind it again to listen to it again.
And
like
then
that's what I want to do.
Your brain immediately checks out again.
Well, I don't know. Like, and I feel like if it did the second time, I'd just be like, oh, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad about it. It's just like I don't like it. But I don't know with this. Like I would have to play this back to figure out like, okay, what is it about it? But other than that, there was nothing that immediately made it unique.
Made it, yeah. Like if there was a chorus, I think maybe.
And he said the beat was boring. That's why. But there's so many things you can do to kind of spice it up, little daddy, little trippy, little smelly.
And I'm my son, bitch, I'm not into you. Pimp slap a hoe. By now I know your songs can't feel that shit that's on my GT. Can switch a donut price on it, I pop out for the free. Ain't losing sleep, I rap.
I mean, he tried to do it with the flange. Flanger.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to do it there, but I mean, what was crazy is I did hear that, but I didn't listen.
Right.
Like it's like I heard it, but it was like it didn't make me want to listen to what you were
This
saying.
shit, your sounds comedic relief. God, you know. But I'm laughing stock. Walk him down, I get back to talk. You know name, make a ditty bops. I'm on stage, 250 a pop for me to show face. Money off top, my bitch got a bitch and they both live like I don't need new friends.
Is it because they both do like the same flow?
I think so. It feels like
I don't need
2
new friends,
minutes
we
of
know
the same
what misery
thing.
is. Rockin' with my gang, same old club. Respect, little bitch, I like it violent. Thing on the fucking low, I've been grinding. Didn't check for no respect, little bitch, I like it.
It's very similar to being the same flow.
I will say West Side's vocal chain does sound better though.
It does sound much better.
Yeah.
So, high five. For
High
that.
five. You getting ad bombed right now? Boom, mark it.
So, one thing that back in my day when I was a little rapping boy,
It was
one
a
thing
Wednesday.
one thing that I would do, and West Side, take this with a grain of salt, or just keep it in your brain when you're working on some stuff. If somebody, if you heard a beat and you're doing a feature and that person before you does the same flow that you had in your mind, figure out a way to just fuck them up real quick.
Nice.
And
Do that.
that's what I used to say. I'd be like, let me just fuck them up real quick. Stutter a stanza. Do something to recapture the listener, because y'all are so similar in tonality, y'all. So even if you change your tone, much, because y'all are pretty similar to the same tone, so it's like it all just runs together. So there's something, just do something to make it stand out a little bit more. Your rapping's better, your audio quality is better.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's like a slight slapback delay that I don't love, but it's okay.
You change. I know you changed it twice, but you're still in the same range. So, just completely pitch change it. Kendrick does it all the time, where he goes like he'll do that. Other people, complete, not within the same range, go completely out of it to be like, okay, what's going on? That could sound terrible too. Just try different things. If you staggered your verse and didn't go with that same flow where you're like, I'm rapping because I'm a rapper, and just rap because you were like, I'm bored with this shit, so I'm gonna say something and I'm gonna end it on the off rhyme, and then I'm gonna pick back up my verse on off rhymes, which will be just so kind of jarring, but also make you pay attention. And then if you want to do different, I don't fucking know.
MK
man.
Creep, what's good?
I don't know. Some songs are just songs.
Yeah, I think that's what this is.
Your writing was good. I mean, you were rapping, boy. You was rapping.
Somebody said something up a little while ago.
MK Creep said.
MK Creep said was good.
Is that what WSG stands for?
Was good.
I thought that was water soaked gogs. I don't know. I just read.
My mind immediately went to
water soaked goggles. That's what I thought it stood for.
Water-soaked goggles.
Yeah, I'm thinking about being in the pool.
JV says check out Lazarus.
Already did.
Yep.
Do y'all see?
Opinions.
I should have gave an opinion on it before I saw it, so y'all could be like, "Oh, he said it was going to be that way." But yeah, I have an opinion on it. But it's one episode.
Yep.
But okay, maybe I'll give y'all what it's going to be. So
here it comes.
If in a story writing setting, if you give yourself a time limit, you cannot have good character development. Well, you can, but you are now putting yourself under a constraint.
You're having to do the what's that when they talk about everything going on.
They now have to tell you their motive instead of there being enough time for world building or you figuring out stuff about this person through how they act and their actions and motive and stuff. They now have to tell you how they act, and that is what's going to happen in this anime. There's a 30-day time limit. Granted, they can do a bunch of filler in between to try to figure it out, but everything is going to end up feeling rushed. Now, in the first episode, you don't see that, but I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen because they're like, okay, you got 30 days. Now they're putting together the Suicide Squad so that the Suicide Squad, who's a ragtag group of just individuals, are going to go after this common goal. And that is a whole design set up to be where there is not in-depth character development, and it's going to miss the mark for a lot of people who enjoyed Samurai Champloo, who enjoyed Cowboy Bebop, things that were episodic and had no timeline or time constraint, because Cowboy Bebop didn't really get into it until damn near episode 14.
Yep.
All of that was character development.
Yep.
Samurai Champloo doesn't really get into it until
what he
midway
does
through.
Is that the word I was looking for is exposition. It's that the exposition is not there because you discover the exposition as you go. You get episodes dedicated to a person's backstory or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, and that was the time that I saved all those people.
Yeah. When I was younger, and then this is the racism that happened to me, because they're going to have all the tropes already. You can see that in episode 1. They have the hacker girl, the black guy, the old
checklist.
Yeah, it's literally like a you son of a bitch, I'm in. It's literally that happening. So
we're gonna go rob a bank. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Literally. So, and it's that mixed with the Suicide Squad. Is it going to be bad? No, but it's going to be average. And I think people have such I did not have high expectations for it, but I think people have such high expectations that it's going to get rated bad.
It's good. It's gonna go one of two ways. It's gonna be bad, and then the people are like, "Oh, but it's so good," because they're diehard, beyond not seeing what good or bad is. It's just this was made by that person, or yes, what you were just saying. Yep.
Burn down a Walmart.
Yes, son of a bitch, I'm in.
All right, it's 11:17. We gotta end this stream sometime soon.
Nah.
So we did Bad Bitch Ultra.
Okay.
With that song, I don't think he got any good feedback from us. Is Nandrum still here?
Yes, he is.
Nandrum. All right, Nandrum and Jalen, and that will round us out for the end of the night.
Jalen ending the stream.
I know, right?
This is a weird feeling.
It's like we literally did a Uno reverse.
Yeah, this entire stream. That's weird.
All right, let's listen to Nandrum. He sent over a track called Don't Know Yet. Okay. He says, this is what me and Gabe decided on. We upgraded the vocals a bit with some slight EQ, and then we put a pull tech on the vocals without sacrificing the clarity that John likes in the R version. Okay, and this is called, which one is this? This is called
R.
Okay.
Korg R. Final. M4.
All right. It was sent on an iPhone.
The high water mark of wave quality. M4A.
Yeah.
All
right.
You know, she tell me, nobody never catch you so nice. I said, baby, you don't have to worry.
It's nice to hear it on these speakers, though.
If you don't have party, I will play party.
One day we'll listen to it on the Tannoys. I sent Peter a message today saying thanks for the speakers.
I got them over there.
Yeah. I sent him a picture.
I should hook them up and sit these on top.
I'd be okay with that. Sounds great, Andrew. Yeah.
Where was you from? I'll be the one. Bitches, I be tricking, no. Bitches, I be tricking, no. Where was you from? I'll be the one. You gotta say goodnight to all you hoes. 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 Goodnight. Look, I can have you to my song. Look, I can have you to my song.
We said take some auto-tune off? Because I feel like there's less auto-tune. Yeah. Did you just win twice?
This way, like the auto tune is good when he does like the harmonies and stuff. Exactly how I was like. I think I said that.
Yeah.
If I don't.
That
quote me.
sounds
I don't remember.
so
but
good.
I know I said dial back on it, but I like the raw with the auto tune used as more of an effect than whatever. So that sounds good to me.
My only note is that now on the actual music, everything below 70 hertz, boost it by 3, and you're good.
Damn it.
And you're good.
I'm trying to buy these headphones, and they come out in 4 hours.
You're trying to beat everybody to the front.
Yes,
line.
because they're going to sell out, and I'm trying to buy the parts, and it's literally like it comes out April 10th. Well, April 10th is in an hour, and it's saying 4 hours. Now I got to stay up 4 more hours.
Are they from California?
No, Denmark.
Oh, this definitely, yeah.
Yeah, that's
April
what
10th over there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. Maybe let's see if I can buy the parts early.
Remember when Q fake about pimping hose?
What?
To get a cold air intake?
Hey, now.
Oh, let's do JV and GTFO. Nandram, fantastic.
What, when I made the reel talking about get all your homegirls to start a wish list, did y'all do it though?
Because how do you think he got his cold air intake?
I actually bought it myself.
Don't say that.
Oh, well.
You said you pimped the hose to do that.
No, I didn't. But I bought that myself.
What do you want me to do to the instrumental? I want you to take everything that's, find where the low like really hits, which I want to say is about 70, 75, maybe 60, maybe 80. I don't know on these speakers. And then just give it a slow shelf boost up +3 on the instrumental so that the lows really boom.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, that was West Man Ultra. I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up changing his name from West
That was
Side
not
Ultra.
West Side. That was Nandrum.
Oh, that was Nandrum.
Uh-huh.
Damn, my bad.
Damn.
I'm living in a time warp. I was 2 years behind just now. Last but not least, we have Jalen vs. the World with an ironic track called Talent.
Dude, everything is backwards today. It's the last track of the night.
He's gaslighting us with this track right here.
for this track. I'm excited to hear it because I want to know what the fuck.
We're gonna check this out. Hold on. Let me play this track and then I'm gonna start queuing up our exit get up out of here songs. This track is called Talent.
Is this the good producer? Is this by the good studio?
Yeah, this is his regular page.
Okay.
Not his leaks.
You're trying to take my talent from me. You cannot take my talent from me.
This was definitely not recorded in a good studio.
Yeah.
They're trying to take my sadness from me. You cannot take my sadness from me. And why they wanna take this from me?
Why?
Why they wanna take some from me?
Tell me why.
You should get some help. Yeah. You can never take that from me. There's a place I like to go.
Where?
There's a place I like to see.
What?
There's a place that's so unknown.
Where is this place?
And
What is
there's a
it?
places for you and me.
But you haven't told me where.
They mad because they ain't getting money.
I don't know what you just said there.
Probably because they jokes ain't funny. You should try again. Yeah. We should try again. Yeah. My heart is feeling cold.
Feeling coke?
Now I need a place to sleep. Now my heart is feeling cold.
Oh, cold.
But
Okay.
I'ma warm things up for me. You gon' feel the heat.
That's kind of narcissistic.
You cannot take my
I'm gonna warm things up for me. Now you're gonna feel it. Yeah, feel the heat. 'Cause I warmed it up for me. For me, fuck out of here.
Why?
Why they wanna take some from me? You should get some help. Yeah.
You should get some help.
Take that from me.
This is so narcissistic. You should get some help.
So is it narcissistic or is it him becoming himself again? Did he just get out of a relationship and he's like, I'm finding myself again and you can't take me from me?
Okay. And
It's
the talent.
meta. That might be what he's saying, guys.
He's got his talent back, baby.
Nah, you can't take any of that from him because he is now who he is and who he will be, and he's always been him. He was cold, but then he was like, I'm going to warm myself up because I'm dope.
Mm-hmm.
And, bitch, that's going to warm this whole room up,
Mhm.
and you going to be warm because you see I'm thriving because you are a vampire. And you want this warm blood. That's what he said, right?
I want to say more or less, yeah.
Okay.
Generally, kind of from a meta aspect, yeah. Or something. I don't know what he said, to be honest. So
It was 2 years ago you were perma-banned and killed people for a bad song. No, it wasn't. Where? Oh, man.
Nick doesn't appreciate the growth, the personal growth that JB is going
I
through.
literally listened to the old streams that we did, and I've say the exact same stuff over and over again. Nothing has changed.
What, us telling us people how to make better songs?
Yeah. Yeah, same stuff. I'll be like, I won't listen to it. Here's why.
Here's why.
So this song, yeah,
was in fact a song. I'm not cold as fuck.
I mean, with him, I say the same thing. Been saying it for years. If it's for kids, I get it. This song, if it is as meta as what I put on it, where it's like, you know, he just got out of something and he's remembering who he is, and that's why it sounds narcissistic, because it's more him regaining his confidence, and he doesn't understand why people are trying to take that from him. That's something that maybe a 12, 13-year-old should hear. 16-year-old maybe.
gone through some shit.
Maybe even a 25-year-old. You know, you never know, man.
Okay. All right. Okay.
If he was saying that.
We will never
But that could
know.
be me projecting onto it, you know?
Yeah.
Who jokes are not funny? Who are we talking about?
Who are we talking about? Bump that new JVS.
They want to know what you think of the song.
There you have it. There you have it.
I really just wasn't listening. I'm sorry. It didn't really catch my
Enough said.
my attention. Sorry.
Why not?
What do you mean?
We
why
have
not?
to elaborate on these details that you just excreted across.
West Side. West Side.
Oh,
Dialects cursing me.
We have to elaborate on it.
why?
What I mean, why didn't it capture you?
It just, I don't know. It just sounded like every other song to me. You know.
This is valuable information.
This is valuable information.
Valuable information right there.
Yeah.
It didn't stand out like, I would let kids listen to this.
I mean, yeah.
Are you? Don't say that because I'm saying that.
Chat GPT in this conversation.
Yeah, you chat.
Listen,
you
kids
chat
listen.
GPT.
Kids listen to some wild shit.
I know.
Nowadays, so. I would put this song on that list.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't really hear it.
West Side
In the
says
name of Jesus.
the power of Christ compels you.
Somebody got a cross in here.
Oh
man. I'm trying to think. Like, that's really all I can say about his song, though. So it's just, I can see an audience for it. And I say this so I've said this so many times. I've beat a horse into the ground like 700 times. But there's an audience for it. It's not for me. It won't be for me. This again needs visuals to capture that audience that this sounds like it's for.
Going for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
are we gonna read West Side's stutter
Please
in a
don't.
voice?
Oh wow! Is that stuttering in text?
Yeah.
Read it, Alex.
But I don't know. He said, "Mama said girls are the devil." Also,
So you
JB
didn't-
said, "I appreciate the feedback."
So you didn't just read that like Bobby Boucher.
No. Mama said. Is that, Mama said girls are the devil.
Isn't Waterboy 2 coming out, or was that
Is
fake?
no, that's gotta be fake.
Okay.
Me, the new White Devil. I'll take it.
All right. Well, it's 11:30. It's about that time for us to get
It is
up out
about
of
that
here.
time. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. So, all you guys who are hanging out, who joined us for this long, extended stream and had great times and laughs with us, thank you so much. Now it's time for So Long.
You know how it goes.
And you know I'm going to play just one more song. That song is going to be fire. Thanks, y'all, for doing your part by being in this chat room. I might do this every stream now.
What?
This whole rhyme.
This whole
Blues Clues was amazing, man.
underrated as
Yeah,
shit.
like-
Yeah.
Thanks for doing y'all part, man. You guys gave feedback in the chat. You participated. We know that y'all are smart. With me and Alex
Unstoppable.
and the unnamed guest here.
The she devil.
I don't know. You want to introduce yourself?
No.
Okay.
So, hey.
That's what you get.
My name has been chosen by someone else, so respect.
You are now in the lore of the stream.
That's true.
now. Yeah.
That's true.
That's the corner demon.
There we go. There was somebody sat in the corner before and they got called Batman, and then when when Deidre sat in the corner, I forgot what they called her.
They liked her. They gave her a nice name, but it was still something demon related.
Yeah. So anybody who ever sits off in the corner usually gets a name, but
corner demon is crazy.
It was Eclipse's roommate. Right?
Yeah,
that he sat in the back. And
they called him Batman.
The fuck is Batman?
Who's Batman? When Big B was sitting over there, I think Nandrum was like, "Who is my twin?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for doing your part. Y'all are smart. You know what? Me and Alex and our special guest Eclipse,
Music
also
paralysis
the unnamed
demon.
corner demon. We're doing everything that we want to do, and we hope you are too. So this is our goodbye. This is our see you later. This is our Mr. Rogers Neighborhood, because we're going to see you next Wednesday at this stream here. You guys can submit like you always do, or you can come hang out, join the conversation, and have a great time with us. I had a lot of laughs. I had a great time. I don't know about. Did you?
It was good. It was good. It was really funny.
Yeah. I enjoy this. This was therapy, guys. Thank you so much for that. And we are going to exit this couch, and hopefully you guys exit your couch.
We're going to eject this couch, right?
Yep.
No.
And we're going to listen to a song that I like.
Okay.
And it's called Long As I Live. And it's a Tony Braxton flip.
Nice.
By my man Satil. Satil. I think that's how you say it.
Satellite.
I think he goes by Satil.
Looks like Satellite to me.
I'm pretty sure he goes by Satil. All right, y'all.
Thanks for hanging out. Nick won twice tonight. That's insane. And nobody else won. Yeah, we didn't have the usual suspects. Thanks for hanging out, guys.